live. Yo, what up, y'all? It's CJ Brand. We're here with Big Rig. This is the Wrestling for Life Network. We finally live, y'all. We had some issues in the backstage, but we here. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. All right, guys, we are officially live. So sorry about the late start, man, but we got NXT Vengeance Day on live right now, and my man Big Rig is here with us, man. How you doing today?
What's going on?
Nothing much, man.
Chilling here, watching this match. This thing's been a banger so far. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I caught a little clip of it so far, and I kind of hope Dijak is taking the W today. I don't know.
Honestly, I'm good with either of them, but I think Dijak definitely deserves it after everything he's kind of been through. I don't think West takes a hit if he takes an L here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's actually facts.
I mean, he's
starfish. What the hell? You trying to say I look like a chocolate starfish, my boy? I got to fix my lighting. My whole entire PC restarted on me. Man. Yeah.
Either that or we're talking about
guys. Who y'all think is gonna win? My back can barely hear you. Let me turn my stuff up. But
you good, buddy?
You guys think gonna win? So y'all think Wesley gonna take this W, or you think Dijak is gonna take the W to NXT for the North American title?
Twisting corkscrew, Lee.
Oh, snap.
1, 2. Ooh. No! Wow!
Close call.
2.99.
That was a real close call. I thought that was it.
I thought it was it too. That was good. They sold me a ticket on that one. Ooh, wow!
Come on, this head, Jesus Christ!
I will say this. I'm not a huge NXT follower by any means, but seeing them back in a legit arena makes me happy.
Yeah, it's almost bringing the little feeling back. It's almost.
I mean, this brings you back to the 2017, 2018 NXT. The old takeovers, stuff like that.
Definitely, yeah. Because I thought this was at the Performance Center today as well, but like I said, I mean, having NXT back in the open arena, having them almost in front of a sellout crowd is. I ain't gonna say almost. I think they got a lot of seats open, but at least they're in a big arena now. And
hey, man, I mean, it just you can tell that lighting is 1,000% on purpose.
Right? No way they're bringing this TikTok thing to NXT.
Doink.
Well, he's just cherry between the.
He's just putting a seatbelt on him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gotta make sure he don't fall out the chair.
That is crazy. Now, what is he about to do up on the top rope?
He's about to do it, yeah. Dijak, yeah.
Sound like
shut up, ref. I have to get to the chopper, yeah.
Oh.
Is that Tony D?
What? Look, what are they doing here?
I don't know. Did they save Wes?
I was like, did they save him? Like, what happened? My boy still got his feet, but Dijak back up on the top rope, springboard into it.
Oh, hit him with a super kick.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie. I think Wesley gonna take this W today.
That's what it's looking at. Wow. There it is. Wow. Yep. Wesley retains. Great match, though. Great match.
Yeah, that was real good. Dang, I'm surprised. They let Wesley take that W today. That's interesting.
I guess they got something set up between Tony D and Dijak.
Huh. Should have been Carmelo Hayes, but that's okay. We'll settle for this, I guess. We'll settle for this.
I'm excited for Hayes and Cruz, 2 out of 3 falls. Are you kidding me? Ooh.
Yeah,
Buddy.
that's gonna be a hell of a match. It's so funny. I was just telling KJ, I'm like, I don't even watch NXT, man. I ain't interested in this pay-per-view, but this first match is cool.
I'm the same way. I do not watch NXT on a weekly basis. I keep up. I see, stuff on Instagram, whatever. Like I know all the main characters, but I don't, super know the storylines or anything. But I seen this card and I'm like, man, I mean, I just kind of wanted to watch the 2 out of 3 falls match. I was excited for that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because, Breaker's good, Waller's good, but I'm not a fan of Waller in any way, shape, or form. Get a new character that. I know he's a heel, but he's got go away heat for me. I could care less.
Oh shit! His finger's broken. Oh,
yep.
Shit. Oh my god. I did not expect to see that on TV.
It's a little gnarly.
Jesus Christ. Well, that was the first match we had for tonight. Dijak versus Wesley, and it looks like Dijak has suffered an L twice. Broken finger, and he didn't go home with the title.
Okay, let me ask you this, because I was just seeing her pop up on there. Why is everybody so hard up on Cora Jade like she's the next coming of Christ or something? I don't get it. They're like, she's the next. See, there she is. She's the next AJ Lee. And I'm like, everything I've seen out of her, she is absolutely nothing like AJ Lee. Nothing. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a pessimist here, but
I think it's the attitude that they got her bringing. Because Hunter basically, he said he was going to come in, he's going to make these people work, work as what they should be, a heel. Cora Jade was never supposed to be a face. She didn't even have a look of a face, basically.
Right, yeah. No, I get that.
I guess that's where they're going with it, pretty much. I'm surprised they didn't say she's going to be the next Paige. So I guess they saving that for one of the ladies. I forget who it is, but I guess it's Gigi Dolan, I'm assuming, the one with the orange hair.
Yeah.
I guess she's supposed to be one, the next Paige or something like that. Well,
I don't know. I don't. Everything I've seen out of her, she's not, and I don't know. I guess I can't say too much because I don't watch it religiously.
Yeah.
But all of the in-ring stuff I've seen from Cora Jade, she's not mind-blowing to me at all. Roxanne Perez, mind-blowing. Gigi Dolan, awesome. JC Jane surprised the hell out of me. She's really good. There's a few of them, but Cora she's very generic to me. And then I don't know.
I lost my spark for that woman the first day that she turned heel. When her skateboard broke, I was already
where it broke before she even hit her. That was awesome.
Yeah, I was already done with it. I'm like, yeah, wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty pitiful. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's see what we got going on in the chat right now. Damn, I need to scroll all the way up, huh? Jeez Louise. Late start mean you got a backup line in there, but I ain't going all the way up there, man. Everybody here, welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. How you doing? Make sure you guys all go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't done so already. And Big Rig, I believe this is me your first time really meeting and stuff.
It is. This is very impromptu, but I'm down with it. I already got good chemistry with my boy CJ here, so I'm digging it. And obviously, you guys know me. I was just on last night with Big Nick. I am Big Rig from the Dad World Order podcast. You see it right there. DWO. And if you didn't know, well, now you know. So, yeah. But, yeah, man, I mean, it's been enjoyable coming on here. Usually I'm on with either KJ or Nick, but I'm glad I get to be on here with CJ now. So, mixing it up with everybody.
Right. Oh, my. Drop the knife. Oh. Yeah, man. So I guess we're promoting the WWE 2K23 game that's coming out in March. I'm very surprised that we're getting this game promoted so late. They announced it at the middle of January, I'm assuming, and
right
gave themselves 2 months to promote. So It's kind of crazy. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna still be a sellout game.
I mean, it pretty much always is. So I hadn't played WWE. I think the last one I religiously played was probably like SmackDown versus Raw 2008 or something like that. Like it had. Well, they started, which I guess that's a problem a lot of people have when they're just way too complicated, man. Like, to me, like I picked up WWE 2K22, the most recent one.
Okay.
And I tried to play it, and I had no idea what I was doing. No idea. And I mean, I'm a pretty big gamer, so it's usually easy for me to like figure out a game, but like it was just, I guess with a wrestling game, I don't want to have to figure out 8 million controls just to do a move. Like, just let me button mash and be done with it.
Yeah, I actually agree with that, because I don't play Mortal Kombat, but when I load that game up, I can button mash and beat some ass. But in WWE, yeah, it's no such thing as button mashing in that at all. You
Right.
literally have to press pause, learn the damn controls, and go on about your day. It's crazy. I don't know who these. Oh, okay. Kiana James and somebody's coming out. Is that the Henry lady? Oh, Fallon Henley.
Fallon Henley. I think okay. Nick was, what was Nick calling him? Oh, I can't remember. It was something funny though.
Hold on, wait a minute. This man said play the damn tutorial. We shouldn't have to do that.
Play the tutorial. I did play the tutorial, and even that was hard.
Facts. Them little practice matches don't be so easy no more as they were in the previous models. That's crazy.
I don't know. I just it wasn't for me personally. Like I shouldn't. Like you said, I shouldn't need to play a tutorial to play a wrestling game.
For real. It's absurd. Huh, they got them a little nice stage today. I'm trying to figure out what the hell they got. Look, they just cut, the bottom half. I mean, the top half of the main roster stuff.
Right. Hey, you guys are NXT. You only get half a Titantron.
Right. That is crazy. Jack Silverman says, "Who won? Dijak versus Wesley. Wesley definitely took that W today and broke the man finger."
So I don't know if you saw. There are reports that NXT stars are going to be allowed to work select indie shows. Did you see that?
Yeah, I have seen it for sure.
I guess Brian Alvarez reported that earlier today. And the thing I immediately thought of was Wesley back with the Rascals. If he's allowed to wrestle with that, come on, man.
Hey.
Like, I was just on Thursday, I was at Wrestling Revolver in Dayton and watched the Rascals versus SGC in a no DQ trios match. So, like, I know what the three of them can do. Man, they get Wesley back in there for some shows. Oh,
yeah, that's going to be real crazy. I can't wait to see how that's really going to play out because, it just opens up a lot of doors. And I'm just waiting for the point where we get the AEW and WWE show. I think we're going to get to it, not this year, but maybe next year. If not 2024, definitely 2025.
So we actually did, on our channel, we did a AEW versus WWE supercard, like fantasy booking.
Oh, yeah.
Me, my co-host Mike, and we had Dave from Pro Wrestling Podcast, and we kind of laid out like, okay, we'll do so many singles matches, tag matches, whatever, and we fantasy booked what we thought a really cool supercard would be. And we kind of did it to where like no titles are on the line, but I think my favorite one that I booked was all three of the Shield members are champions going into it. So Seth is WWE champion, Roman's Universal, and John is AEW, and they just have a triple threat. Like the triple threat they should have had and never did. And kind of like all three of them at the top of their game coming back, and I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. Fantasy booking is the best. Now I just got one question for you. Did you guys book Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair?
I think one of us did.
Okay. Yeah. That's all that matters.
I mean, like, that's a slam dunk, dude. Like, come on.
I'm happy somebody agrees with me on this damn show.
I would have to go back and look. I can't remember all of mine, but
yeah.
I want to say like one of my tag matches, I think I did like Usos versus Lucha Brothers or something like that. I think that'd be absolutely fire. Yeah. Or you could even do Usos versus Top Flight. Think about that. Ooh.
Top Flight. That's
Dante and Darius Martin. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. It's so funny. I don't watch. I'm so into wrestling, but I'm not into wrestling at the same time. It's so crazy. It's like as soon as I get pumped up about something, I'll do my research right quick. And,
right.
Oh yeah, I know everybody, but yeah, I was not prepared for this at all. So,
You're good,
but anyway,
man.
in the ring right now, we got Kaden Carter and Katana Chance defending their NXT Women's Tag Team Championships against Fallon Henley and Kiana James. Drop down in the chat, guys. Who do you guys think is going to take this W today? Are you going to be seeing a retain, or will we be seeing us some new champs?
So do we know what the backstory is with not the champs, but chat? Maybe you can fill me in because I legitimately do not watch NXT on a regular basis. Are Fallon and Kiana James, are they like Team Hell No, where like they're a team but they hate each other type thing? Is that
so funny because I'm reading it right now and basically yeah. Basically, yeah.
All right, I dig it.
Yeah, that's all it says. Has the Fallon and Kiana James have not seen eye to eye in recent months, with James threatening Henley's livelihood by attempting to buy her family's bar.
That's what Nick kept calling him, Bar Rescue.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's what he called their tag team, Bar Rescue.
Oh Lord, not the Bar Rescue.
Let's go.
That is too damn fun. Oh yeah, Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair would definitely be a great match.
I'd slap, yeah, for sure.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I'd have to look. I know I got that. Like I had it all like written down somewhere.
The drunken library for the win.
I got stuff here. I got notes. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, I did book Jade versus Bianca.
Oh yeah. There we go.
So I did Wardlow versus Bobby Lashley.
I probably would have picked. I would have definitely put Bobby in there, but I would have also said Brock.
So we did 6 singles matches.
Okay.
So I did Thunder Rosa versus Becky Lynch, Wardlow versus Lashley, Jade versus Bianca, Powerhouse Hobbs versus Brock.
Oh.
Right?
Okay. I see where you went with that.
And then I did Charlotte Flair versus Britt Baker and Eddie Kingston versus Kevin Owens.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that right there, the microphone is gonna be hot.
Right?
That's gonna be a hot ass microphone.
But I did I did Street Profits versus Lucha Brothers. That's what I did.
Okay. Yeah, that's all. Hey, Street Profits, they can put on an instant classic match easily. Damn, the champs right now in the ring, back on NXT Vengeance Day. They're controlling this match. I believe it's Kiana James. Yeah, Kiana James is in the green. She's looking distraught. But, yeah, that's that, man. It's been a pretty cool match so far. Right now we got I just lost one of my comments where I was at, but here we go.
Dang on.
You got Drunken Library for the win. Dale got Chance and Katie.
Drunken Library, yes.
The nickname.
I'm telling you, man. I got my notes. They're all right here in black and white.
Yeah, you got to.
We're nice and organized over here at the DWO podcast. I'll tell you what.
Gotta be. Andy also says he got Chance Carter for the win, and then Steve G is. Survivor Series AEW.
Well, so that's what we also did in that super card. We did we fantasy booked a War Games match. Right? right?
Look, the pressure. Damn, Kiana James hit the nastiest power bomb on the. I'm just gonna call them the champs.
The champs.
Or spine buster.
So like, and chat can fill me in on this. Are Brooks and Dunn over there? Are they like what Vince McMahon or whoever? I don't know who. What Shawn Michaels thinks like country, like 20-year-old country boys act like? Is that what they are? Like, we like drinking beer and getting in bar fights and drink. Like, I mean, I know that's like the stereotypical. Everybody thinks that's how. There are people that act like that, but
Right.
then again, they are characters on a TV show, so I can't really say too much about it.
Look, so we think this may just real life be they real life.
It's very possible.
Oh, we got a pin right now from Henley. Super kick to the back of the head from one of the champs.
I mean,
I think that's Chance. I think the black one is Chance. I'm not for sure. I need to look that shit up now.
yeah, which one is which? Is
like, the name is the freaking same. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Kate. So Chance is the black one. Oh no, I lied.
ooh.
I don't give a shit no more. These are the champions. The champions are here. And
I don't give a shit no more.
What?
Hey! Whoa! Whoa, he's here.
They're here.
Just in time for
an alarm clock, motherfuckers. Fucking
just in time for bar rescue, sir.
of course. I will. Who did you,
buddy? Me and CJ don't watch NXT. I'm over here reading off my super card that I made for an AEW versus WWE show.
I'm here to be the NXT expert because
this is my fantasy booking. All right.
Fine. No,
it's my library, official DWO library over here.
Whoever had this in their fantasy booking,
so you mind selling it to me,
buddy? I'll tell you what, it's gonna be up in a museum one day. They're gonna frame it, and it's gonna be like, "This is the genius of Big Rig, Eric Maffey."
Next to Vince Russo.
I do have on my fantasy booking. I believe I had a Vince McMahon on a pole match, with Vince Russo as the special guest referee. So.
Oh Lord, yo, the champs are doing so many tagging and tag outs. That's what's really kind of getting me like, okay, they're probably gonna lose tonight.
No,
like,
they do. They tend to work that quick back and
forth. Oh!
We got a Hurricane Rana off the top rope, or a Super Hurricane Rana for a 2 count.
2.
Mic up a little bit, Nick. I couldn't hear you.
Turn that mic up.
What?
What?
You still sound a little low.
What?
Why?
Cheers.
Okay.
What?
So chances at the top rope. Damn.
Ooh. Chance pushes her off.
Damn. All right. Yeah. I think these champs are done for sure. Roll up. The dangerous move in sports entertainment.
Uh-oh.
Damn, new champ!
Whoa!
New
champ!
And honestly, Big Rig kind of nailed it with Bar Rescue basically being Team Hell No.
Team Hell No? Okay.
Back and forth of, I hate you, but I love you.
Right. Yo, did you see Jack's finger?
What's that?
He broke his fucking finger in the match.
Jack, he broke a finger, yeah.
Yeah,
that's what you sound like. It's like Andre the Giant and shit in Rocky's movie. I was like, I got a band party right quick.
I need your clothes, your title, and your finger. Bad. But so Fallon Henley and Kiana James are the new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And
what if they do? What if both of them? Oh shit, Nick, I can't even hear you, bro. All right, can you hear him, Rick? Is he loud? Is
he's loud? Yeah.
Yeah, it's you. Yeah, do it.
Oh, maybe I
should. CJ's earphones suck.
Loud. No. Rick, you're loud as shit. And this Nick is because I got my volume low.
Probably.
I just turned to my hello world. I feel drove as shit down. That's what happens when things happen wrong.
Right. This is what happens when you're live this damn much.
Right. Okay. Now, what were you saying? I feel dumb as shit.
I don't remember.
Was just pointing out how Bar Rescue are the new women's tag team champions, and to me, that's a little interesting because of their almost hot shotting the tag belts.
Vignette for the Irish Ace. Let's go.
Which, to me, doesn't bode well when already NXT's women's tag titles have always been booked better than the main roster women's tag belts.
Which is very sad.
Right. Well, that's the thing. And now, if we're going to get into hot shotting and everything like that, then they're going to slide back just like that happened.
They don't need both sets of titles.
I've been saying that for the longest.
They don't need both sets of titles.
Yeah, they might as well merge them, call it a day. It's easy like that.
Or, here's a crazy thought. Get rid of them and do a mid-card women's title.
Yeah.
It's such a great area.
Yeah, well, WWE will fuck it up and do both.
Probably.
So I heard
just add one.
Yeah, well, they should have just added one and instead they added two.
Let me ask you this. Are they ever going to let Axiom just be a kid or no?
No, he's got a slow motion everything. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me.
I just have to think about who the fuck is Axiom. I remember him having that fucking motion blur ass entrance.
Yeah.
Hey guys, don't forget Nikita. She's going to be out for 9 months.
For what?
She busted her ACL or some shit.
Who?
Nikita Lyons.
Oh, Nikita? Yeah. They did it to hit and drive in the parking lot like she was fucking I did it.
NXT parking lot strikes again.
Yeah, I did it for the Rock.
Always. Look, I think anybody going in that damn parking lot is always going to get fucked over, no matter what. That's one thing they said about Hunter. When you're in that parking lot, he doesn't know how to control it.
Yeah, people got kidnapped in that parking lot.
But
what was that?
I remember watching Karrion Kross literally leave William Regal laying out cold in that parking lot, and Samoa Joe running out after him like he was going to somehow catch him. That's back in the day, right there. That was the end of NXT Black and Gold when Joe won the title off of Kross.
And now it's this combine of they're trying to be Black and Gold but still keep that 2.0 rainbow brand.
But they're not.
Oh yeah.
He's talking about that rainbow brand.
If you watch NXT week to week and everything, you'll have some diamonds in there and everything, and not the diamond mine, but you'll have some fantastic matches. But then you also get a lot of nonsense filler stuff that is just like, why are you here? Why am I watching this? Example. Well, we just had Bar Rescue on our screen, and they surprisingly won. And we're also still going to get Apollo Crews versus Carmelo Hayes in a 2 out of 3 falls match later tonight.
It's going to be awesome. So here,
IPW Hall of Famer Big Nick.
Yeah.
The Hall of Fame.
Want to build a superstar? Wait, what? What is Drew Gulak talking about?
Drew Gulak's living out his 2K22 tutorial.
Is he?
Pretty much with discount Seth Rogen there with Frank the Tank. And now we're getting a video package for Lyra Valkyria. Again, more of the NXT UK transfers, coming over.
So I was saying this before you got on, Nick, and you may tear my head off for this one. I don't get why everybody is so obsessed with Cora Jade. She's very generic to me.
Now I won't tear your head off because you and KJ would agree perfectly with that. Of he can't stand Cora Jade,
and not like for me. It's just, I'm like I just see all the comparisons like, oh, she's AJ Lee or she's whoever, and I'm like, nothing I've seen her do in the ring makes me think like, wow, she's awesome. Like Roxanne Perez, Roxy, yeah. Awesome. Gigi Dolan, amazing. JC Jane surprised the hell out of me. There's a couple others, but like Cora Jade has never done anything that I'm like, wow. She's not bad, but she's not like amazing to me, I guess. I don't know.
See, well, that's, I think, more of the thing with it as we're getting a video package. So up next, folks, we've got, like I was just talking about, Apollo Crews versus Carmelo Hayes, 2 out of 3 falls match. And this is going to be, honestly, this is what I think is going to be the match tonight. I'm now upset, though, that I missed fucking Dijak with the Dijak-inator,
Shut up. So he came out and his his graphic for his name looked like the Sin City art.
Well, he's out there for justice. But I think with Cora Jade, it's that she came out of the gate of already seeming like she had it, like she's ready to go. She could have been called up, everything. So I think it's because she's always been ahead of the class, I feel.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it.
Look, something like that, I guess. I don't know, man. I think we just need more time. You know, I think that's all that we really need is more time with Cora Jade. And overall, you know, if Triple H is running, well, I know that he's not running it, unfortunately, but let's say, for instance, this happens. If Cora Jade does get that boost up to the main roster, I guarantee we will all be right behind her, you know, no matter what. Because Hunter, he puts out bad, he puts out a new gimmick, and we immediately say, oh, yeah, this is shit. Hence, 22 years old, that's cool. But hence,
no, that's great. I'm not doubting, like, saying her age. I see all these people acting like she's the next coming of Christ. I just haven't seen it yet. And maybe it's just because I don't watch NXT. I don't know, but whatever.
So what about Austin Theory? How do you feel about that?
I think he's very good at what he does. He's just not for me, personally. Yeah, that's not my wrestler that I enjoy. I'm an Eddie Kingston mark, so like I enjoy authenticity over you're jacked and you're really athletic. You know, you're the next John Cena prototype. No, I don't. I could care less.
Well, then I'll ask you who you care about in this match, whether you're taking Carmelo Hayes or Apollo Crews.
Damn, how did he miss?
I'm going to say Hayes goes over and then comes up to the main roster before WrestleMania.
What about you, CJ?
You know me, I'm a big Carmelo Hayes fan. that's my guy no matter what.
In the corner here. Y'all really backing me in the corner here.
Dude,
on this. So I'm going to take Apollo Crews then, just to be difficult. And
I thought Hayes should have been on the main roster like months ago, personally.
Could he move up and still take an L? Like, could he take an L tonight and then move
I mean, if he takes an L tonight, I definitely think he's going up soon. For sure. But usually when they take an L, it's I'm putting over somebody younger or I'm losing the title to somebody that's going to stay on NXT, not Apollo Crews.
Well, what if Apollo might stay on NXT? Of like, this might not be a bad thing if we've got Apollo Crews came down to NXT. We've had Jinder come down to NXT. What if we start getting some of these guys that aren't utilized on the main roster?
That's fine. I think that's great. It's better than them sitting at home not doing anything.
That is true, but right now it's time to start that. What's this? A 2 out of 3 falls match. Right now we got Trick Williams outside introducing.
Trick.
So, folks, give us your predictions in the chat. Whether you're taking Carmelo or you're taking Apollo. The 2000.
I need you to answer this for me. Oh. Why is everybody wearing foil? This is the third guy I've seen wearing fucking foil.
It's cold as shit out. It's so cold in the D. So they just need to wear that insulation shit to keep themselves warm and everything.
They're in Charlotte, North Carolina. I know for a fact that ain't cold down there.
Hey, I love this. I love this so much. This is great.
The hanging of the banners and everything. Yeah. It's like it was the last premium live event that NXT did, and they had everybody that Carmelo beat hanging like rafters in the jersey, like jersey.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that is so dope. But that just shows you
this
hold man on. Is the biggest goddamn guy.
Is it a premium live event or a premium live event?
I think it's just a pay-per-view.
It's the Mountain Dew KFC Pizza Castrol GTX Slugs gotta be gold pre-show.
Buddy, I'll tell you right now, we get a fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch match at WrestleMania, I am gonna go ape shit.
I thought you was about to say a Cinnamon Toast Ratchet match. I'm like, wait, what?
you raggedy bitch.
Right?
You raggedy bitch.
So Mello for the win. Yo, Big Nick, what's your opinion on the Jack News match? Oh God, I missed that. Like I said, never trusted an alarm.
Oof.
Heel turn on me.
Oof size extra large.
It's your fault, Nick. You know, you keep coming on here giving people nicknames.
I know.
He bite you in the ass.
I got too much shit going on. I got too many plate spinning, too many catchphrases, too many gimmicks, too many nicknames, all that shit.
Hey, so Rick, did you ever hear him call us? What's they call on here? Because I don't even know the real tag team name, the Social Gathering.
Idris and Ofe and Malik Blade. That's their. I don't know if they have an actual tag team name, but we just call them Social Gathering because the Discount Private Party.
Social Gathering, yes.
That was KJ. That was KJ. Don't even put that one on.
Oh, okay.
Social Gathering.
So damn hilarious. Uh-oh, guys, the lights is out right now. It's time for Big Man Apollo.
See, and what makes this
Apollo
might be going over is there.
Oh my God! Look at that old NXT title with the giant X on it. Love it.
Ugly as shit belt, but
yeah.
I'm just saying, it brings me back, man.
But they went through his whole history, his whole lineage of being in NXT all the way back to 2015.
So does this make you feel like Apollo is going over now?
Well, it makes me feel a little bit more okay with my pick and everything like that.
Maybe.
But do we go back? I wish he never walked away from the Wahoo Nation shit. The
Are we glad he's not doing the Prince, African Prince thing anymore?
Yeah, no, I honestly didn't mind that. I thought he could have almost stayed with that. Have you put him and Omos together? Because they're both Nigerian.
Oh, fuck off, bro.
All I gotta say is where the F is Commander Aziz.
A sneeze? Yeah, he hasn't been seen in months. He was supposed to be. Well, I'll bring this full.
Is he down in Raw Underground twisting dicks or something?
But he was supposed to be the bodyguard for Cora Jade, and then they took like one photo together, and he's never been seen since.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I once upon a time I did think this is so fun. I searched up Omos, and we got a pizza place here called Emos. Emos popped up on one side of the screen, showing me the location, and Omos popped up in the middle. I'm like, what the hell? Oh man, yeah. But once upon a time, I really thought that Omos and Apollo were gonna go with it, but I kind of see why they didn't do it because honestly, Apollo already doing the Nigerian act. It was gonna cause a lot of issues in the IWC. Like, you don't
want him to have another Nigerian drum match with Big E?
No, that's the problem. You put white guys in the ring with a fucking African thing, it's gonna cause issues. That's probably why Apollo didn't fucking have Omos as his bodyguard. Oh, we got two big ass black ball guys.
Instead of most people like Kofi and all of that, they lose their accent. Apollo was the first one to gain an accent.
Gain one, yeah.
Shut up, bro. I didn't even think about that. Like, what the fuck?
But,
yeah, Kofi and all them lost it. Like, hey, let's not do weird character stereotype. And Apollo's like, nah, I'm going to take it.
Hunter pointed out in one segment of everything, wait, didn't you used to have a Jamaican accent?
Yes.
But so we're underway with fall number 1, and are you guys surprised that this isn't like a 2 out of 3, like 3 stages of hell match or anything like that? Of like first falls this, second falls that, third falls that. It's just
William Regal isn't there to tell them that the third 3 stages of hell is going to be in a steel cage.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to. My bad. I want to know why is William behind stage with them in NXT? Also, is he only doing Raw and SmackDown?
That's a.
I think he's working with his son mostly.
Who the fuck is his son?
Charlie Dempsey.
Oh, ain't that the guy been saying to look like fucking Omega?
Yeah, a little bit. He looks more like one of the guys from fucking Monty Python, but yeah.
Fucking dead.
I think they don't do this having a cage match or a no holds barred match or anything like that added on because we've got the cage match main eventing later tonight for the NXT title.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Apollo's got contacts in. Look at him. Looking menacing.
He's got contacts in again? Oh, my Lord.
He's got red ones in.
Fucking weirdo. Damn, it's gonna be a hell of a match, man. We got some guy in the ring that's over here. So damn wrong his face. He just won't close his mouth. Oh man.
Carmelo
I don't
right
know what
now
the hell they doing.
A headlock on Apollo. Just try to work an armbar. So there we go.
Bye, CJ.
Love you. Right now, trying to work for an armbar. So, you took Carmelo. So he's got to. I like that he's at least going to the. I'm going to incapacitate you on the first fall, and then it's going to fuck you the whole rest of the match. Paul.
Yep. I love 2 out of 3 falls matches when they're done correctly, which 98% of them are, because it's usually 2 guys that are really good at in-ring psychology, and they set up the finish of the match 5 minutes into it type thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, with these 2, I think it's going to be fantastic.
Why
just because
am I
of the
buffering?
sheer athleticism. Oh, Carmelo's slapping the taste out of Apollo's mouth.
I might be behind you. My peacock was just buffering. Yeah, I'm way behind you. I'm a good 20 seconds behind you.
That's fine. It's like last night's where Fox just said no, thank you.
Pretty much. Hold on. I'm gonna restart it.
Well, it is, and you can tell that this match is gonna ratchet up right now because both men just going back and forth kind of. Does Apollo have red contacts in it?
Yes, I said that earlier.
Okay. Yeah, this is not going at the typical clip that you'd expect them to so far. It's a little bit slower because you know that this is going to go for a hot minute. And I do like that there's a shucky ducky quack quack side in the crowd.
Buddy, Booker said it right at the beginning. Shucky ducky quack quack, let's get this thing started.
Right as we said that, I had Apollo Crews hit a missile drop kick as Carmelo was coming off the top rope.
Oof. Yeah, I think I'm re-caught up with you.
Gotcha.
Nope, I'm buffering again. Because Peacock
sucks. I have a feeling Dragon Lee debuts after Braun Breaker versus Grayson Waller match and confronts winner of the match. I don't know about that. Like,
I think if anything, he would come in after like this, or he'll just be on NXT next Tuesday, maybe.
You need some hype up for him and everything like that, because us who do this know very much who Dragon Lee is. The casual, regular viewer does not know who Dragon Lee is.
Doesn't have a clue.
Not at all.
Do you think they're gonna go the stereotypical WWE and have him have like his first feud's gonna be with like A-Kid or something?
Probably.
Oh, 2 luchadors. Like,
yeah, you're gonna get something that's more fast paced and everything, which again goes to me saying that WWE in some form or fashion needs almost a light heavyweight belt, not a cruiserweight belt, but a light heavyweight belt,
like a junior heavyweight, like New Japan's got type thing.
Right. But been back and forth action so far. Hassan, what up? Zach, Jordan, Damien, EJ. Almost thought I was going to say ET there. Insert your name here. Interesting. Now, I do also find it interesting that Trick's at ringside.
I'm feeling like you might have picked the right one here. I think Trick might turn on him.
Oh, you think an out and outright turn? Okay.
That or he's going to cost him.
He could. I think it'd be more likely with that versus he actually.
But you know what I mean? That'll set up. That could very well set up Trick versus Carmelo. Trick goes over. Carmelo goes to the main roster. Boom. Done.
Well, what if they go up onto the main roster together? I know some people.
Sign me, WWE. I can book for you.
Moonsault from Apollo.
Onto the floor.
Oh, how is that ribs not in his throat right now?
There was no soft landing there. That was wow.
Yeah, that's up there when KO hits the bullfrog splash right onto the floor and everything. Right. But Apollo with a moonsault off the ring apron onto Carmelo on the floor.
Ooh.
And slingshot Santon in the ring as well for a 2.
You know who my favorite person that does that slingshot? Keith Lee.
Interesting.
Just because it's so impressive when he does it. I love his agility spots. Just they pop me every time.
Right. Here's the question: will you do a big speech for your Hall of Fame introduction? Why? Are we going to have a ceremony? Why?
What?
I'm not going to be I'm not going to be like Taker and just do a whole TED talk and everything, which by the way was fantastic, but I had to make it for the joke. But nah, I don't know. I don't think so. NXT. Ooh, click the wrong one again. NXT should bring back the WCW TV title and rebrand it the Peacock title. No, we don't need because that's you're gonna get the phrase. I'm a peacock. You got to let me fly.
If I hear any version of the Peacock title, I'm gonna be very upset.
I thought you were about to say if I hear anyone say the name Shenanigans again, I'm a pistol whip the next person. Hey, Farmer, what's that name of the restaurant you like with all the goofy shit on the wall?
All the goofy shit on the walls and the mozzarella sticks? You mean Shenanigans? Oh!
But so hanging Cutter from Carmelo onto Apollo as Tricks. All right, he's got the chair in hand as he pulled a Sami Zayn. The chair shot heard around the world. Ooh, just wailing on him right now. And this is still in the first fall right now, folks. So, well, we could almost even get into who we're is going to take each fall.
Well, I mean that all depends on who's going over, But NXT Peacock Championship.
2 falls in a row, like 2 clean falls in a row, or do you get, one fall, and then winner decides it?
I think we get one fall, winner decides it. Very rarely do you get 2 clean falls.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen.
I mean, it just depends on the story they want to tell. I mean, if it's something where they want 2 clean falls from either one of them, and then the other guy's like, "Oh shit," and that's his story, then okay. But I think it's going to be one each, and then winner decides it.
Fair enough. Yeah. As right now, Carmelo's got a headlock on. And this is honestly the most that I've seen Carmelo really go for, I'm going to work submissions. I'm going to work, techniques.
Yeah, he's not as much high flying. He's definitely doing more technical stuff, which I like.
Right.
It's shown his range, really,
Damien, this has been an awesome match so far. Yeah, it has.
I agree.
Ryan, what up? Now you guys really want me have me want a trick turn. I don't want that.
Man, I'm just saying, okay, I told you this last night. This is how my mind works, okay? I think of, what are the possibilities coming out of this match? You have the straight up, whatever. Then it's like, okay, if Apollo does go over, it's either he goes over and Carmelo's going up, or Trick costs him, and then it sets up Carmelo versus Trick. Or, something like that. There's right. all kinds of possibilities.
Interessante. Well, Garrett out here calling. We get 1 fall, ref bump, Trick pulls the Sami Zayn.
Yes.
That would be.
Dude, I watched that clip back of him hitting that spear. Holy crap, man.
By the way, homie, you have at least a somewhat duplicate of you about 3 rows back on the hard cam.
Yeah.
Keep going. A little bit there to the left of the NXT logo. But big ass German suplex from Apollo.
The guy with the glasses on?
Of course.
Man, get out of here. That dude's fatter than shit.
Oh, fuck off. No one can out top. What was his name there in the yellow hoodie? That
the one that Becky was talking to?
Yeah.
Bob?
Yeah.
I still need to get that hoodie. I actually looked it up online. It's sold out literally everywhere. Like when I looked it up.
Man, about the last one. What? Both men down right now. Who do you think wins the first fall? Okay, so that's a good question. Who do you think wins the first fall?
Carmelo.
See, I think Apollo takes the first fall. Oh, no, actually, that you're really putting Apollo over then if you give him first fall, then come back.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you doing that? You put someone over more if you're giving them first fall and then the comeback, or if they win 2 falls in a row? Ooh. Diving clothesline from Apollo and a kip up. What the fuck with the red contacts, man? Why?
He's demon Apollo.
Because he can predict into the future and everything ever since he got the bloody eye and shit.
There you go.
Basically just the Equalizer meets Luke Cage. Oh! Enziguri as Carmelo was trying to spring up. I could still, I guess, I picked the man for the match. As Trick's just praying on the chair, but I could see Apollo gets the first fall, Carmelo comes back, and then get very close finish on the third one, and Apollo takes it. Oh, god damn, that was strong as hell.
Now, do you think we get a quick second fall?
No.
After the first?
No, I think, honestly, I would have been more thinking we were going to get a quick first fall, but...
Right. Like a roll-up or something shit like that?
Right, but this is what makes this match great, is that we literally have no idea what... You could have Carmelo just roll him up twice in a row and just be like, fuck you, buddy.
Right.
But, so Apollo hits a powerful-ass superplex from Brett's rope, the most dangerous rope, picking Carmelo up from the ring apron, up over the rope, and then hits the superplex. Chris, Apollo is that so Raven with the eyes. Yes. That's so Apollo.
Love it. That's so Apollo.
Into the future, I can see.
Jesus. The nostalgia is real.
Fucking theme song.
I agree with you, Garrett. I mean, me and Nick both said last night this was going to be match of the night.
Right. Apollo raising the roof like Rikishi. 2 count.
No. The only way he's really going to be like Rikishi is if he, gets too cool in there with him.
Bang it in. Oh, crossface right now from Carmelo.
I think at least 2 of these falls. Yep, Carmelo takes first fall.
Oh.
I was going to say, I think at least 2 of these falls are a submission. I think final fall's a submission, like a pass out.
Really? That's not a bad shout. You really get both people over and everything like that.
Right.
But so
like this match goes so long that it's just I'm not giving up, but you get the AEW pass out spot.
You get the Brian Keith pass out spot like we watched last night on House of Glory and everything.
Correct.
But so Carmelo picks up the first fall with a crossface for a tap out. And I at least like that that's the first fall of, all right, now I'm working a body part. That's what Carmelo's been doing this whole time of, I'm going to keep working your arm. So it's going to take a lot of your moves out, all of that. And I'm going to just keep going at it and going at it. Wow, Mello wins with a tap out, not a finisher. Well, it's the first fall. It's first fall. So now we've already got Apollo down a fall. So, fuck. Now if Apollo wins, he's got to go 2 straight falls in a row. Ooh. Mets, what up? I'll give you that, even though I'm a Yankees fan, but shout out. What up?
Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba.
Fuck you. Again, German suplexes. Apollo taking Carmelo, I guess, to...
Ooh, shooting star press. Let's go. Standing from Apollo.
Yeah. Well,
showing that athleticism.
Super athletic. And I'm waiting for them to get high flying and everything. I'm waiting for... And see, that's why I didn't pop as hard as everybody did with the Ricochet Logan Paul fucking crossbody spot across the ring, because I already watched that with Carmelo and Ricochet.
Right.
So we're just doing moves again.
No, that was for the casual fans. That was for the people that are fans of Logan Paul. That
I see all y'all that are watching this right now that don't tune in. The back spring leg drop, but don't tune in every Tuesday when we're on here covering NXT.
I mean, these guys are just showing athleticism reminiscent of, I would say, the 2004 Boston Red Sox.
You are trying to get yourself thrown off of here. That was a Spanish fly DDT, something like that. Fuck me. Pause for a 2 count even.
And looks like Apollo's a little busted open across the bridge of the nose there.
I thought he was having
Tricks got a chair. Tricks got a chair.
I thought Apollo had the bloody eye there. This is why you don't wear contacts in matches, folks.
Yeah, no shit.
Ooh. Well, and now that you were talking about their athleticism, I just have that terrible Charlotte Flair intro promo thing playing in my fucking head. Where
it's so awkward. They played it again before the beginning, by the way.
Oh, of course they did. I'm sad I missed that.
I'll bet you are.
It reminded me of the first time I watched it. I was like, this is like when they killed off Chef on South Park and they just patched fucking all of his old voice clippings together of like, he has so much athleticism. It's like, for fuck's sake, were you in the room when you said this? But both men on the top turnbuckle. Ooh. Both men smash each other's faces off the top turnbuckle and go on to the outside. Yes, sir.
So we had a bit of a change in schedule with the interview that we had coming up on Sunday. It is now going to be recorded on Monday. But we did get a good bit of news because originally we thought we were only going to have a half hour. Mm-hmm. And speaking with the person we're interviewing, he was like, nah, man.
We almost got a count out. Sorry, go ahead.
Man, that wasn't going to be a count out. Come on.
Trick grabs his leg. There you go. What the fuck are you doing?
That's true. All right, I'll give you that. I didn't think about that. But he basically told us, he was like, dude, we wouldn't even scratch the surface with a half hour. He was like, I'm going to give you guys as long as you want. So we are going to have a very lengthy interview with Buzzsaw BJ Whitmer. It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. I have to check that out.
This match is awesome.
Well, Damon agreeing with you. This match is phenomenal.
Damon, this is, yeah.
Toxic attraction spot. Oh, yes. Like when they were in that battle royal for the fucking number one contender. See? Yeah. I watch NXT week to week.
I didn't understand that reference.
Why did they make Charlotte a star, introduce young talent like she cares kayfabe-wise? I mean, it's because
they're in Charlotte, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Woo! I'm not in the doghouse. Why? Oh, so both men down, and now Trick's trying to, help coach Carmelo. Did he slide him something? I must have missed that. Because they're like, the official doesn't realize what Trick's done. I'm like,
I think he was trying to. I thought he was holding a chair earlier. I didn't catch that.
Fact checkers, let us know if we missed something there.
He ripped the turnbuckle off. Who ripped the turnbuckle off? I missed that. Sorry.
That is true. Fair enough. I didn't even see.
Trick's got the chair.
Oh,
Aziz with the goatee. Let's go.
We're getting the Wuhan Nation back together.
He's not wearing his uniform though. This isn't protocol.
He's been right. He's been
disbanded. Buddy, he's about to get court-martialed. What's about to happen?
Oh, looked like he was going for the springboard cutter
and didn't work out too well. Mello, don't miss. There it is.
Oh no.
1,
2, 3. Oh
wow.
Clean.
2 straight falls from Mello.
So Carmelo Hayes wins, and so I almost wonder, rather than a Trick heel turn, did we just see like Dabakato show up and just say peace out, Trick? Because like, what the fuck just happened there? How you interfere and help try and?
But he pulled Trick out.
Yeah, but then you have the top rope leg drop and everything onto the neck from Carmelo, and he did fucking all to try and break that shit up. Like, what are you doing here?
Hold on, let's see what's going on. He just jumped up on the apron.
So Carmelo,
hold on, they're doing the replay.
Picks up the win, 2 falls to 0 in a clean sweep of Apollo Crews, and this man's even getting buried on NXT. Yeah, they dapped each other up, and then it's just like, well, sorry about your damn luck.
Look at him look away like, ugh.
I came back for this. This was my one spot in months.
Babyface turn from Aziz. He's going to beat the shit out of Apollo.
Apollo's a babyface, so that'd be a heel turn.
Has Apollo been a babyface on NXT?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And they're
I'm telling you, here he goes. He's gonna crush Apollo.
Just start.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, yep.
Called it.
What?
Call me up, Shawn. Shawn Michaels. Call me up.
And turned in the same night. We haven't seen you in months, and you show up and I'm so disappointed in you. So now we're getting the great.
Ooh! Pop-up powerbomb onto the chair.
Oh.
Yeah! He's got like his old Raw Underground look right now.
Well, yeah, he's back to Dabakato instead of Commander of Sneeze. So it looks like now we're gonna get.
It's Wendy, Sleepy Girl, and Elektra Lopez with the Gucci belt.
I'm a pimp rocking Gucci mink.
No one I wanted to win tonight had won yet. Dang on it.
That's typical NXT booking, unfortunately. It's just, what do you think is going to happen, and how can they do it worse?
Hey, look at us. One of us has a mullet, and one of us is wearing a cowhide vest.
Yes, this is why they're Brooks and Dunn.
Let's go listen to Jason Aldean and drink beer in our Bud Light truck.
Because ice cold beer never broke my
heart. Ice cold beer never broke my heart.
Listen, man, you're living in Kentucky right now. You can't talk shit. This is
Buddy,
just what you see at every store, right?
No, I'm talking shit because that's the stereotypical horse shit that people think country people are, and that's not it.
Oh, okay. So you don't see, just 10 of them every time you go to like a Walmart or something?
No, I do, but those are the fucking losers.
No, that's just regulars.
Well, that's so the mullet's really popular with like the under 25s. Like that's having a mullet is all of a sudden the hairstyle again. Mullet 316, exactly, EJ.
CJ, shout out the homie got my back. This is your fault, Big Rig. Commander Sneeze. Yes.
You're welcome.
Didn't Dabakato lose a steel cage match to a kid?
He did. No, to a kid, not a kid. A kid. He was the main villain in Main Event, the movie with the kid that wore the lucha mask. It was a WWE movie.
Well, and you can tell it's a WWE movie because they just used all of their own trademarks of literally that you could replace that, and it sounds like an actual match that might have happened on Main Event.
No, it was a like kid my daughter's age, and he finds a magical lucha mask that makes him super strong, and he beats Otis, which Otis's name in the movie I think is like Stinkface or something, and he just like farts a lot, like that's his whole gimmick.
Oh Lord!
And like the kid's grandma is like obsessed with Kofi Kingston. I watched it a couple times with my kid. That's all I remember. Yeah, he did. Yeah, absolutely. See, he's watching more than me. I don't know.
Mullet 316. Oh, yeah, that's where we go. Oh, so much drama in Wakanda. Yes, they're all fighting for the crown.
Wakanda forever.
Country is great, says Vegeta. Oh, God, now we're into GBZ references and everything. Christ. Just hitting all the fucking serotonin right now. We're referencing wrestling and terrible movies and DBZ. NASCAR fans have moments.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that. So Andre Chase is from Charlotte. I didn't realize that. That makes this match interesting.
Now, does it go the typical WWE style of hometown you're gonna lose?
I don't know. You see, Chase U seems like the popular tag team from what I've seen.
They're an over gimmick and over group and over faction of their every week of their, they may be, last in your fucking programs, but they're number one in your hearts. I feel like a little bit, but.
So here's where I really.
Oh, that's a fucking dope ass entrance if they've got.
That is pretty cool.
Old, like, regular university and everything like that, and they've got the blackboard of Andre Chase.
So is Thea Hale? Has she wrestled at all, or is she just kind of their cheerleader right now?
They had a ceremony for her first match on NXT.
Was she any good?
She's not bad. Like I said, she's pretty talented.
I'll say this: like everything I've seen, just from clips and stuff like that.
Right.
She seems like she has the personality for it. So once she gets like the in-ring down, I think she could be really good at this.
Yeah, she's great on the character work. Like I know some people don't like that she's basically just a hyperactive fucking squirrel.
But like I'd rather have that than have somebody who has the personality of a wet rock.
Right.
Like not needing a manager. That's half the battle.
Well, to be that invested in the character and the situation,
right?
No matter what, she'll have no speaking parts in the segment, but you're watching her the whole time.
Yeah.
What would Brian Boitano do if he was here right now? I'm sure he'd kick an ass or two. That's what Brian
Boitano do.
Looking in
when Brian Boitano was in the Olympics skating for the gold.
When Brian Boitano was in a tag team match fighting for the gold. That's what this should have been Maximum Male Models. If they should have been there instead of Masse and Mansour and all of that. They've done the terrible Zoolander shtick. They come out here with the
is that about to end? Like they're not doing that anymore, are they?
They've become like their version of like being the elite. I almost feel like if they've just getting these weird YouTube segments and everything
right.
like that. But no, these two they come out here in outfits that would make Seth Rollins blush. Like I said, does mother know thou weareth her drapes, and shit like that.
Does mother know thou weareth her drapes?
Right. But they're over as shit, and
this is my team right here. I love Gallus.
Absolutely.
These were my guys in NXT UK. Like I loved. So like, what's the deal with? Is it Joe Coffey isn't allowed on TV or something like that?
No, he's more of the singles leader of Gallus per se.
No, I know that. I keep seeing stuff like, is he kayfabe like banned from NXT or something like that?
I'm not sure on that one. But yeah,
I love these guys. I love just the Irish hard ass tag team. Like, yeah, all day long.
See, these two grew on me, from NXT UK, because I knew Joe Coffey back from when WCPW was a thing and just watching the UK scene. So very much I'm all about Gallus, and they need a push, I feel, on the main
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Oh, Wrestling for Life Universe. Don't you dare be sour.
Be sour.
But so for those who couldn't figure it out by now, we've got the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the NXT Tag Team titles coming up right now. We've got the New Day versus Gallus versus Pretty Deadly versus Christ, I'm already to the point I forgot the 14 versus Chase U. So give us your predictions in the chat. Who you taking?
I'm gonna go Chase U.
Oh shit. Lauren, what up?
Hometown boy goes over. Vince isn't in charge anymore.
Well, I mean, he kind of is, but
in my mind, he's not.
it just let me believe.
Let me live in my fantasy world where he's gone.
You know who I'm gonna take? I'm gonna take Gallus.
Yeah, that's my second pick. I mean, honestly, I pretty much think it's gonna be Gallus, but I'm gonna go Chase U.
Fair enough.
Just
fair
to be
enough,
different.
Fair enough. I almost feel like I should take Pretty Deadly just for giving them the Brian Boitano treatment.
Brian Boitano was in the tag team.
Fighting for the gold.
Fighting for the gold.
I've never seen a man take so many.
Hold on, I'm trying to think of what.
Yeah.
He did 2 tags and a shooting star while wearing a blindfold. AKA Brian Boitano's offspring.
Yeah, well, and they've even Elton Prince. Like, you can't tell me you're not playing into the flamboyancy.
Are they wearing fake lashes right now?
Oh, I don't doubt it. We just saw a man wearing red contacts for no reason outside
That's
of
true.
just. I like him.
Briscoe, come here.
What if Big E Langston runs out to turn on New Day? Not a stone cold chance.
There is zero. There's negative chance of that happening.
Exactly. That I feel like I've even heard them on their little
what
podcast
you doing?
Going for a bit that you will never see a triple threats Shield type match with the New Day involved. If they will stay together through and through, they'd rather leave than heel turn on each other.
Can you say hi? Can you say hi?
Hubby,
say hi. This is the new pup, and his name is Briscoe.
There we go. Yeah, well, we were talking, and you didn't have a name yet before, so
I decided on Briscoe. I thought it was very fitting.
What do you think?
Absolutely.
If
HBK takes the titles off the New Day, then either Gallus or Chase U wins. Fair enough.
That's where I'm at for sure.
They don't go back to Pretty Deadly again?
No.
Hey, who's your partner? That is Big Rig, one half of the DWO.
What up?
So again, folks, we're underway. We've got the New Day and Pretty Deadly kicking off, and I hate the fact that we start off with just 2 people in the ring instead of at least one member from each team. But so if
that's what I've never liked about triple threat tag team matches is like I understand somewhat the psychology of it, but at the same time it's very annoying.
Little bit. E and J taking Chase U. Blanca tights for Kofi. E Honda for Woods. Street Fighter. Yeah, that I was trying to get the. That explains why you had Honda on his fucking vest. Okay, so yeah, I was trying to get they're the best at having some sort of a reference with their gear, all of that. So I was trying to figure.
By the way, those were my 2 guys in Street Fighter. E Honda and Blanca, all day long.
No Zangief, no M Bison.
Nah, man, hit that E Honda all day long.
Hadouken. Oh God, not these tag matches with 2 people. Yeah, that's the issue of. So you could theoretically do like I think it was the New Age Outlaws did it of Billy Gunn just tagged in Road Dogg and just pinned him and then just cool, we won. So
yeah.
Like,
I'll tell you what, I give Andre Chase all the props for wrestling in slacks and a sweater vest every single time.
Wrestle in that or Dallas with the blind tag. But would you rather wrestle in that or would you rather wrestle in like the suspenders and everything like that, like IRS, like Wyatt's dad?
Suspenders all day long. I don't have to worry about my pants falling down.
Oh no, I'm taking the fucking.
I wear so here's okay. This is a personal preference for me because, my shoot job is I'm a maintenance technician, so constantly working on stuff, fixing stuff, and I prefer to wear bibs or overalls, whatever you call them, rather than pants with a belt. So I'm all about the shoulders supporting the pants. So I'd IRS that shit all day long.
Fair enough. I almost feel like I didn't know this was going to be an option, but like Chris mentions here of Hank Walker or Frank the Tank, their gear versus Chase U. So where it's basically just a button up and jeans.
Right.
So Gallus right now in the ring with the New Day. And see, we just keep getting blind tag. It's like, just let the fucking 4 men go at it.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would do what is it like lucha tag, tornado tag rules where it's just whoever's in the ring is the legal man type thing.
Oh no, you don't need legal man syndrome and all of that. No,
that's what I'm saying. Like, throw out the tags and just whoever's in the ring. That's it. That's what. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly or not.
No, you're good. I get it. It's one of those. To me, it's more of just they could do like. I hope this is elimination, but that's the way I would do it. If you just run it as an elimination, have one member from each team, in the ring, it saves you. I would feel initially on time, and it's a lot more, I think, better paced than. All right, here's blind tag of, it to me, it's nonsensical. So I've got to just sit there and watch, a pinfall and everything.
Yeah. Look at Duke Hudson just being an absolute child and being one of the largest, if not second largest man in this match.
Oh, by far, he's the largest man in this match. This man.
Well, I would say tallest, but
he looks like he's fucking Barrett's, little brother or something.
See, that's what I was kind of hoping, is that now that McAfee's back, Wade Barrett comes down to NXT and him and Hudson do something. Not saying Barrett needs to wrestle, but
right,
some sort of faction. I know they're not both British. I'm fully aware of that, but like obviously, like you just said,
they're both not from the U.S. God damn it!
They look very similar,
right?
And they wrestle in a very similar style,
and look a lot alike. But he's even got like the eye paint and everything. But yeah, last I heard, even on Pat show, it's still up in the air if/when we're gonna get Pat back again. Outside of that one Rumble spot, which was 100% shoot, no one knew that he was.
No one knew it was happening.
Literally walked from a fucking plane, from the airport. Well, didn't walk from the airport, but got right from the airport, walked out through the entrance ramp and everything.
So let me ask you this. I just thought about this. I feel like Kofi and Xavier Woods
are
going to be the next like Rey Mysterios, where they're just going to be ageless and wrestle like. I mean, I know how long's Kofi been around? 12,
at least 12
13
years, and that was when he beat Brian. As we're getting a boo, boo, boo. Double leg.
But you know what I mean? Like how Rey Mysterio has been doing this for 20 plus years and is just like, how is your body not broken?
Well, yeah, you would get the terrible videos of, don't try this at home. I've had multiple surgeries on my knee with Rey Mysterio. But yeah, I get what you're saying of the New Day. I feel they will go until they decide they don't want to go anymore.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
100% of their, it's just even the style that they wrestle. It goes back to that whole argument, like with the Miz and Danielson, of a quote unquote safe style versus, I guess, taking more spots that can leave you to get fucked up. But you don't even really, outside of Xavier, for the New Day across the board, you didn't really hear too many stories about anyone getting injured or anything like that. Zachary, my Wi-Fi went down. Well, don't worry. Well, shit, I was about to say, but then you'd be having a hard time watching us. I was about to say, don't worry, we got you covered, but absolutely. How many matches would you put on an AEW pay-per-view if you had to choose? My guy, come on Wednesday, we'll talk about that right now. I'm not trying to book AEW for Tony Khan for free right now on a Saturday night watching NXT. But
I do it every Thursday on the DWO podcast.
There you go. Oh, Kofi with the coup de grace on after the backbreaker from Woods is. See, and that's what I hate, that spot right there. If I get it, but for fuck's sake, you just had literally a member of each team all just dogpiling in as fast as they could in to break up that spot. I'd rather see it to where it's coming down to two final teams, all of that.
I agree. I like the eliminations more than I like fatal 4-way tag team matches. It's too many people.
The Hard and Soft Wrestling Podcast. That sounds like a pausey ass name, but
thoughts on Dave Meltzer?
You go first while I'm watching.
I mean, he's no Jim Cornette, that's for fucking sure.
I knew you were gonna fucking go there.
I know. No, that's just me messing with Nick. I mean,
this is the man that started off calling me Jim Cornette, by the way.
Here's the thing. I even made a meme about it. It was pretty awesome. Right. So I'll say this about Dave Meltzer. I think he is like every other wrestling fan on planet Earth.
Oh, sorry.
I saw it at the last second.
Everybody out. Chase pushed him off.
Dude, have you ever seen any of his indie work, by the way?
Chase? No.
Yeah. So he's like, I know he's pretty much had like a comedy gimmick since he's been in.
Right.
But like, I've watched some of his indie matches on like YouTube and stuff. Dude, he can go. Like, he's done some really cool stuff.
We're about to get some really cool stuff. He's got one half a.
That's what made me think of it. Like when he started doing this, yeah.
Everybody Let's go again.
So, here's what I'll say: Meltzer is like every other wrestling fan. Vince McMahon boy. What?
Oh, Vince McMahon boys. All of them is typing. So.
So here's what. He's like every other wrestling fan on earth. Wrestling's subjective, okay? It's whatever you like. I mean, there are some matches that a person that loves WWE matches would have said are 5-star matches that Dave Meltzer hasn't. And then there are matches that Dave Meltzer is getting 5+ stars to that a WWE sports entertainment fan would be like, that was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. I was so bored. You know what I mean? It's all... Wrestling, I mean, it is. Like, wrestling's subjective. It is what you like. You know what you like. You don't have to like just one thing, but Meltzer has shown he likes the, Japanese in-ring style, or whatever you want to call it, of wrestling. He likes the...
Oh.
Up, here goes Duke. Oh, no.
They get Duke up for a double super... Oh, counters it. They were going to do the double
Duke powerbomb through the table. Let's go. Nope. Oh, was he trying to do a Razor's Edge there?
Almost looked like it. Oh, Duke set in the ring apron of... I almost don't want to start going on a rant.
Get him, Thea! Get him!
She's honestly my favorite part of Chase U, honestly, at this point.
Here's what I love about a good, I guess you'd call it, sports entertainment act. Here's what I love about a sports entertainment act.
Go ahead.
Is when they are legitimately entertaining. You know what I mean? Like, when I genuinely can watch them and I know that it's scripted, whatever, but I know that person is so good at what they do that I find it entertaining. And that's what everything I've seen out of her and the Chase U stuff, like all the stuff I've seen on social media, I've enjoyed it. I thought it's hilarious.
Well, she just buy in. That's really what it comes
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it makes me buy into it. I'm like, okay, this is funny. I enjoy this.
Yeah. As Duke Hudson with the diving European uppercut and the kip up of... Duke Hudson's gotten himself over so much through this group.
Is he trying to hit Sweet Chin right now? Let's quit sucking up to Shawn Michaels.
No,
dude.
he started off as this terrible fucking poker gimmick and everything that got him fucking nowhere.
Well, no, he came in the breakout tournament and he should have won the damn thing, but Vince gave him the poker gimmick that was effing terrible. Gallus puts Hudson through the announce desk.
And he's bleeding from the mouth. You can see it.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he bit his tongue for sure. Also, I did see that comment flash for a second. Thanks, Hard Soft Wrestling Podcast. I appreciate you thinking that's a great take. That's the way I think about wrestling. Like, ever since I've really gotten into, I comment on wrestling landscape. That's the way you almost got to look at it. Otherwise, you're going to go crazy and you're just going to argue with everybody. Like, it really is. Wrestling is subjective. I mean, Nick can tell you right now. Me and him argue about shit all the time.
An example of this man calling me Cornette and everything.
I mean, I do that just to get a rise out of him more than anything.
But I was going to more take it of as we've got Chase fired up the band.
Let's go.
Stomping a mud hole in Gallus and walking it dry. But no, that's exactly what we do here and everything. Of just even like last night of how I was a fan of SmackDown last night. Most people were more of a fan of Rampage and everything last night.
Right.
And that's why we're a Wrestling Channel 4 fans, by fans of we agree to agree to disagree, but we have a good time while we're doing it.
Ooh.
It's everyone's fully entitled to their opinion on it.
Right. Yeah. And that, like, you know how I am. Like, I've told you multiple times, like, I was a Laps fan for a long time.
Is he gonna tap him out with a figure four in Charlotte, North Carolina? The hometown boy dreams,
dude. That would be amazing.
Woo!
Swanton from the big boy.
Or well, they're Irish, so should it be a shillelagh bomb?
That's true.
1, 2,
Nope.
go.
No, I was just saying, like, you know, I personally really enjoy I want to watch an in-ring just insanity match. I love that stuff. But I don't want just a spot. I enjoy a good spot fest, but I also enjoy a really good ring psychology match. That's why, like, FTR is probably my favorite tag team ever. Like, those guys, like, Dax and Cash, those guys just put on. Oh, wow, they caught Kofi.
They caught him better than that chair did at the Rumble.
Oh.
Like a reverse 3D.
Yeah. Uh-oh, here comes Creed. And Gallus is right behind him.
Creed's such an underrated guy for me.
He is. He's so good.
Well, it's funny because of calling him Creed and everything, because it's Austin Creed. When he was at Impact, I know somebody shouted out earlier, he was Consequences Creed.
Right.
He was doing the, Apollo Creed gimmick. But then we had King Woods.
Gallus.
Ooh.
Power slam.
1, 2, 3.
Gallus with the win.
NXT Tag Team Champions. Gallus. And
wow.
I think that I really liked this because you had the New Day there. You made the titles relevant. You bigged them up for a little bit.
You don't need them to hold it for a while. That's fine.
Yeah, they went over on the New Day. So now Gallus
I think this is the right choice for sure. Gallus is a fantastic tag team. So yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah, the NXT tag team division has put its fucking
I mean, I would almost argue the NXT tag division rivals the main roster in some aspects.
I was trying to get there. I was losing the words there, but I'd give you that. Like I said, you had the New Day come down there for a cup of coffee in the big time, but they got the tag titles over. They didn't need to be down there the whole time. They didn't need to fully slide like we talked about with Apollo and Jinder and all of that into being on NXT regularly and getting over a team like Gallus, and just now they're the new dominant tag team on NXT. It's just fantastic.
So yeah, Chad, give us thoughts on that match. That was fantastic. And this is coming from a guy that doesn't watch NXT on a regular basis.
Right? Yeah, well, NXT week to week, like I've said, at times it can be a little bit of a slog. It can be a little bit of what's going on here versus premium live events, pay-per-views, what have you, however you want to phrase them, all of that. They're special shows. They're Quake at the Lakes. They're, Great Balls of Fire, anything like that. They're New Year's Evil, any sort of shit like that. They go back to those takeover days, I feel a bit, of we're going to put on a fucking show. Or we're going to go hell for leather and go for broke here. Of course, in Charlotte, North Carolina, we're getting an ad for the documentary on Ric Flair, by the way.
Duh.
Everybody just heard that one. But I like how they were talking about more of being concerned about Rick a while ago versus, the man that passed out multiple times in his last match and still wants to keep wrestling. I've been on records of calling that match the wee woo match because I thought that was going to be the last woo Ric Flair ever heard was the wee woo from the fucking ambulance. Charlotte, North Carolina is close to where I live, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Well, I would hope that North Carolina is close to South Carolina.
Tiffany Stratton.
What? This man just randomly popped up and dropped Tiffany Stratton? Why?
Tiffany Stratton's, they're highlighting her on the screen right now.
See, I have a commercial right now on screen. They were setting up for an interview, and then
how about you pay for premium Peacock and not be a poor, as MJF would say?
Oh, if I could reach through the screen,
yeah!
If I could reach through the fucking screen.
Mid.
You can have that. Not even when I'm mad.
You're welcome.
Hey, what are your thoughts on my last 2 comments? Anthony, my lord, my guy. All right.
What'd you say, Anthony?
Right. By the way, if we did miss any of your comments, anything like that, anything you really want to get across, anything, if you want to just help support the channel, we do have the super chat, super stickers, everything. So you don't have to be an Anthony and tell me, read my last comments. You can just super chat it and we'll read it.
I mean, we could be like Fightful.com and make you super chat if we read your comment on the air.
Oh, fuck off. I had Sean Ross up yet. But speaking of Fightful, we did have Julie on here from Fightful and everything like that. So
I'm just messing with you.
I know. Go ahead and check out that interview. But Nick, I don't think Gallus has a long title reign. They don't lose it right away. But I think they only have it for maybe 3 months. Shit. Well, fucking 3 months is decent reign at this point when it comes to WWE. But do you want to give some context as to why you think that they don't have a long run?
So here's what I'll say, and this is coming from a guy that, like I said, does not watch NXT all the time. Is Flair overrated? Is that what you just said?
I'm not even going to acknowledge that comment. Like I said, I'm just clicking through comments. So
have a Ric Flair fight Wendy Chu in a pillow fight. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
See who falls asleep first.
So what is that on Netflix? I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
The Rey Mysterio thing. Yeah.
Yeah, with what's her name there from XPW's in there as well. But we're getting Grace and Waller warming up backstage as even his ring shoes are being held on a pillow and everything.
Whatever.
Day sucks. Let's see money. Day sucks.
Day sucks. I said this earlier. I could care less about Grayson Waller, personally.
Really? So
yeah.
See, I'm gonna save my take until we get to that match because I think this run has gotten him the most over he's been since he's been in WWE.
And I don't watch week to week, so that may very well be. I'm going off of what I've seen.
Fair enough. 3 months is a decent run unless your name is Roman Reigns. As we're getting now a hype-up video, and I like that they're doing this almost with every video, it seems like, they're going through their whole history.
Yeah.
We're getting Roxanne Perez to where there's clips you can see her on Total Divas of, talking to, like, the sisters and everything like that of,
See, you know what would make this better, though?
What?
And this is me in a fantasy world. Okay, Roxy is NXT Women's Champion. Well, guess what? She was also ROH Women's Champion. Let's show that. You know what I mean? Like, I know they can't. I understand that. I'm fully aware of that. I'm saying fantasy world. It would be cool if they could be like, yeah, at 19 years old, she was ROH Women's Champion, and this, that, and the other. So, like, I know we know that.
Right.
But to a casual fan, that would be something that would be pretty freaking cool. So WWE and AEW, Triple H and TK, figure it out.
Well, if it wasn't, honestly, I almost feel like if it wasn't AEW and everything that owned Ring of Honor, they would have no problem at least mentioning, see, there's your Toxic Attraction spot there. They're replaying that right now. But I almost feel like if it wasn't TK, they'd have no problem mentioning it on commentary. Granted, they did mention, the passing of Jay Briscoe. They've mentioned stuff from New Japan, all of that exactly. So they have very much opened the door.
Yeah, but New Japan is just New Japan's a bit of a sleut, if we're being honest. They're just letting everybody in the door.
Something strange for a little bit.
That's right. They are like, hey. You want to let Shinsuke come over here?
Y'all fight it out. I ain't got shit to do.
That's what I'm saying. They're playing. They're like, we ain't got a contract with anybody.
I'm going to just get all the monies.
They don't give a shit.
But, that is a hell of an accomplishment. She very much has AJ Lee Page vibes of, like you said there, of 19 years old, of started 2022 Ring of Honor Women's Champion and ended 2022 NXT Women's Champion. That's a hell of a fucking accomplishment that only probably her can say they've done. But so who are you?
And just think about 10 years down the line, like what her accolades are going to be. And that's going to be the start of it.
That's the thing, is that's why I'm so glad that they've signed her and they're putting all of this behind her. She was in the Women's Royal Rumble. They're 100% backing her on all of this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad that they didn't bring her in like she's a rookie, but oh wow, this is amazing. No, they're like, yeah, she's effing awesome.
Right. But so we're getting Roxanne Perez versus essentially Toxic Attraction of the storyline of how will they coexist between Gigi and JC Jade.
Do you think this is the breakup of Toxic?
I might kind of hit it that with who I think is going to win, but as we've got Toxic Attraction coming out right now, I will let everybody know. Give us your predictions in the chat. Big Rig, who you taking, sir?
I'm going to go Roxy because I just think Toxic Attraction cancels each other out. But
fair enough.
I mean, that's the smart choice. Okay, I'm gonna give two predictions here. I'm gonna give my smart choice is Roxanne Perez. That's the logical. That's my booking mind. Who I want to win? Gigi Dolan.
Absolutely, that's what I'm taking to win. Anybody who's been here for a hot minute knows I'm a Gigi fan of. This is wagon on wagon action. I 100% Gigi is a star. The Jamie Hayter to Mandy Rose's Britt Baker in this whole situation. To me, Gigi's.
I mean, looks aside, her in-ring work is fantastic.
Oh, absolutely. Her in-ring work, her mic work, everything. She's a consummate pro, and she's been at this for a hot minute. So,
what was her indie name? I can't remember. I started with a P. Chad, help me out.
Right, I'm gonna Google that real quick. But I know there was, for when she first showed up at NXT, everybody was going at her because of fucking Darby. But
yeah, because her and Darby used to date.
Yeah, but I think that JC Jade, unfortunately, is kind of the odd person out when it comes to this.
Yeah.
Which
is unfortunate because I really I think JC Jane is fan. Like, she's one of the ones that Priscilla Kelly. That's it. Yep. I knew it started with a P.
And literally everybody's commenting.
Yeah, everybody's like Priscilla Kelly. Priscilla Kelly, you dumbass.
Wikipedia. Yeah.
Figure it out, idiot.
You didn't know that?
Why are you on camera? You didn't even know her name.
Listen to this fool out here saying things and doesn't know people's names.
Idiot.
You stupid idiot. Chris Jericho.
You stupid idiot.
Whoa.
See, here's what I will say. I would love, just because Shawn Michaels is running NXT, I would love a Gigi Dolan, JC Jane breakup reminiscent of the Rockers breakup.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like Gigi turns on JC, puts her through something.
The pane of glass and all of that. No, we already get that in the NBA with Kyrie and KD. So,
well, I mean, I think it'd be a really cool little Easter egg, you know.
Roxanne Perez just looks like a fucking star, even though
she is.
All of, like, is she legal to drink? I feel.
See, here's the thing, though. Roxanne, like, she obviously she's the epitome of a baby face right now.
Oh,
but
undeniably.
But she has the look where she could be a heel if she really wanted to. Like, she could do the AJ Lee, I'm a psycho thing and really get away with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, and she's just literally, she's a blue chip. I know we've talked about blue chip prospects for when it comes to the men and everything, from guys like Takeshita, Price, Roman Reigns was clearly a blue chip prospect. Austin Theory, I think, is still a blue chip prospect, even though you're not a fan. Roxanne Perez, to me, is a blue chip prospect when it comes to the women's division.
I'm going to say this right now. I have a friend watching that doesn't normally watch wrestling, and just sent me a text. She was like, the orange hair chick, thick. I was like,
flagging.
Gigi got a dunk.
She got a dunk. Yeah, she got a dunk. She got a dunk. Have Gigi pull an HBK Survivor Series 2009. Now
I'd have to look that up. I'd have to look that up. I'm
sold the shit out of it. Oh, but I do like that. They're at least, because it was interesting that they did almost fake that whole breakout, fall apart segment between JCJ and Gigi, where they had,
I'm telling you,
kind of powwow between all three women competing for the championship, and then they finally turned and double chokeslammed Roxanne Perez to the table. So it's going to be interesting to see of the tale as old as time of how will they coexist. Will they eventually fall apart and egos get in the way? But so far it's been nothing but tag team action on Roxanne Perez. But so folks, if you haven't given us a prediction, let us know who you're taking this match. Gigi, JC, or Roxanne Perez. Jesus Christ, C-Money. To me, Roxy face is almost too friendly, which would be good for a heel turn, like pretend to be friendly, but then backstage would be, maybe she's the one who took out Nikita. She knew Nikita was coming for her and everything like that. And so, I did it for The Rock. See? I did it for The Rock. See? Roxanne Perez right now set up for the middle rope tope there.
Oh, JC takes out Gigi. Dude, I'm telling you, I think it would be really cool if they did something like the barbershop. Not the barbershop, but if they did something similar with a GG turn on JC. I mean, the logical
taking JC Jane and all of this, I feel.
Honestly, I think that'd be a cool, I wouldn't be uber surprised by it, because I think JC Jane's fantastic.
I like this Toxic Attraction part of
try to be cool. Yeah.
I see Cora Jade won the NXT Women's Championship versus. Oh, so see David already not only predicting that Roxanne retains, but already predicting her next loss against Cora Jade.
No, thank you.
Favorite girl.
Hard pass.
Yeah, but right now JC Jade in control, and again I feel like she's become the forgotten member here. She's the lost member of Toxic Attraction. Everybody remembers, obviously, or everybody thinks still about Mandy, just because, kind of hard not to in the pictures, but and then everybody's pulling for Gigi. JC's not bad. She's very overlooked, I feel.
And she is. If you take the two of them, everybody loves Gigi. Let's be real. But JC, she can go, man.
Oh, yeah. And she's to me, as we get dissension as Gigi pulls her out, but I almost feel, and now is it interesting to you that they kept them together and that they don't split this up? See, because they for a while thought they were going to add a new leader, like Chelsea Green was rumored, this person and that person were rumored to be the new quote unquote leader of Toxic Attraction.
No, it's this. I think this leads to the split, personally.
And I'd have Gigi go up, and you have JC stay in NXT.
I personally would like to see them both go up as a tag team, but then again, I also hate the women's tag division because it's booked like garbage.
I was going to say we started off, or at least when I popped on everything, we started off with saying how we just need to end the women's tag division of neither, whether it be main roster or NXT. I feel like whether it be either.
Well, that's the thing is that
tag teams, right?
The only true tag teams are Toxic Attraction and Casey and Caden, and they're both at NXT.
Yeah.
Like, I know Io and Dakota are tag champs, and, like, they're technically a tag team, but they were also kind of thrown together. Whereas JC and Gigi have been a tag team for a long time type thing. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's how it works in my head.
No, you're good. As Gigi with almost a Uranagi on the ring apron onto Roxanne Perez. 1, 2, ooh, and JC pulls her out. So okay, so yeah, we're getting the dissension.
I mean,
it reminds me. Well,
this is booking 101.
It's a little bit, and how I would have gone with it is if you remember when they had Sami Zayn and KO versus AJ Styles for the World Championship.
Yep.
That's how I would have gone with that. Of the last second is when they kind of. Did I actually turn on you, or did I, just slip up and, that's what ended the match?
Yep. Kudos to the guy with the sign that says Pop Rocks.
Hey. Who should you pick? Who would you pick to dethrone Roxanne Perez?
I'm not going to weigh in on that because I don't follow NXT enough to really weigh in on that.
I already said it in this match of it's Gigi. If you're not going to, honestly, who I thought,
if I could go by like who, honestly, if I'm going to go by anybody, which I really shouldn't even say this because I wanted to go to the main roster, Zoe Stark.
Fair enough. Well, I was in that similar vein of that. I feel like it should have been Nikita Lyons, but now since she's, gotten taken out, I feel like Gigi's a great show. I think someone even like Zoe Starks. I honestly don't think Cora Jade's a bad shout. I know you and KJ are going to be calling for my head with that, but
she's very bland to me. She's very, like, she's not bad, she's not good, she's just generic to me.
Fair enough. Russian leg sweep and a DDT. Both. And see, even right there, Gigi fucking sell out like she's a goddamn zombie.
Now, hold on. When Nikita Lyons comes back, are we about to have a Gigi Dolan versus Nikita Lyon, Donk versus Donk match? Wagon versus Wagon?
That's a Circle the Wagons match, 100%.
Circle the Wagons. Yes.
Breaking down 316. EJ, I think you just keep putting 316 after everything, and you just know how to get after my heart there with the what.
I mean, yeah. So, to answer the question earlier, if I had to pick somebody, I would say Gigi Dolan, just because I think she's phenomenal. Like, as a performer, her look, she looks like a star. Like, if anybody's going to take it off of Roxy, it's going to be Gigi.
Well, and it's one of those of you could have that continuation feud. It's not just she drops the title and then that's it.
Right. Yeah. No, she'll get it back for sure. Right. She could be the 2-time women's champ type thing.
Right. JoJo, what up? All Gigi and JC need to do is pin Roxy at the same time. Yes, that's. Did no one learn anything from Taker and Kane when they both just pinned Austin? Of Kane pinned one side and Taker pinned the other side, and they were joint champs. So we get that.
Okay, hold on. What about WrestleMania 2 years ago when Roman pinned Bryan and Edge at the same time?
Roman was on top of both of them. Fuck off.
Oh, don't even. That was horseshit.
That's just because y'all didn't want Roman to win, as we've got
horseshit. That was a terrible finish. Terrible.
Roll up.
Shout out to Schmidt from New Girl. Terrible.
But do we get the Lay Cool, thing and everything? If they get the split title and everything, if they do something like that? That's the funniest thing Nick has ever said. Oh, Lord. I feel like I see quite a few funny things, sir. Those are accusations of that's the funniest thing I've said. Accusations.
False accusations.
I was just say I'm over here with my voice cracking and everything because I've been.
Buddy, my voice has been shit since Thursday when I went to Revolver and lost it.
You have the excuse of you went to an actual live event. My excuse is I'm on here talking wrestling and talking shit with everybody that my fucking voice is giving out. So we just had all of the pinfall attempts right in a row there as Gigi with the back body drop to break it up. So all three women down right now. And the crowd, it's almost...
Let's go Gigi, let's go Roxy. No JC.
Well, yeah, and it's also, it feels a little bit like that, the Let's Go Cena sucks of you hear a much higher pitch with Let's Go Roxy and a much deeper
let's go Gigi, let's go Roxy.
I'm not trying to hint at anything, but I feel like the mature audience might be more cheering for Gigi. JC underrated for real. Yeah.
Dude, I'm with you there. Everything I've seen out of JC Jane, and that's why I think the split would be good, because then JC can go on a singles run and everybody can see like, wow, okay, she really is good. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. 100%. Oh, so now they're realizing we should have teamed up this whole time. So the sisterhood is back on, to quote Vic Joseph. JC,
did she just say get the tables?
Devon, get
the tables.
And she finger bang, bang. Pause. Shooter McGavin.
Speaking of that just reminded me the match that everybody seemed to have a problem with Ruby and Willow versus Bunny and Anna J, or no, Ty and Anna J, on AEW.
Well, no, that was a hell of a match. We were here live talking about it and everything and watched it and all of that.
Well, there were a lot of people that were giving it shit, but I loved that spot of where they came out with the camo pants and everything, like very much.
Oh, the blood, guts, and gore and everything like that. Like that's where I know you compare me to Jim Cornette, but that's where me and that man fully differ. Of that man just hates women's wrestling, honestly.
No, I agree with that for sure.
There's no reason that women can't have matches like that. Of Christ, one of the best matches I've seen, two of the best matches involving, female wrestling and everything that I've seen in the past even year or two is Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker and Rina Yamashita versus Alex Colon on GCW.
Dude, Thunder versus Britt in that lights out match. Holy shit.
Right.
That's all, and that's why I can't wait, which honestly, I know that we're watching NXT. There goes Gigi through the table.
Oh, my pick down. Oh, we're going to get a Pop Rocks off the top.
Is she about to?
Oh! She halfway fucked that up.
1, 2,
3.
Roxy retains.
Roxanne Perez retains. Gigi goes through the table. And
I am the smartest man alive.
Adam Taylor.
Roxanne with lipstick on the teeth. Dig it. This is Booker's girl too, so you ain't never gonna hear him say a bad word about Roxy.
Oh no! Well, and did you see that now WWE is allowing NXT talent to work some smaller independent?
We were talking about that before you got on. I said my very first thought when I heard that is, I mean, depending, I don't know what indies are going to be able to work, but
Boo earns. What? Yes, Boo earns. JC did, or Gigi didn't win. Boo earns.
Wesley back with the Rascals.
No, because if you cut Mandy Rose for all of her pictures and everything, you can't have that man next to Carter Nash in any sort of a picture for quite a while, I feel.
Zachary Wentz.
Whatever, fuck off. But no,
I got to see him live on Thursday, and it was awesome.
Everybody already got triggered because of the whole Ivy Niles showing up at what's Booker's promotion there? The name's fucking slipping me right now.
The Texas?
The one that Roxy came from and everything.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I think that's where I was like, of course, when people were sending me that, I was like, of course. Well, Booker worked for WWE, so it's not like he's going to book them into some shit. They're just going to take, I feel like Booker's promotion and just turn it into their OVW, their FCW, their NXT of NXT.
By the way, the next Wrestling Revolver show in Dayton that I will probably be going to, Josh Alexander and Brian Cage are going to be there.
Hey.
I just want to rub that in your face a little bit.
See, that's more in KJ's face because he's Canadian. So, I mean, the Josh Alexander thing really kind of hits it.
I already have. I rubbed it in KJ's face.
S tier
8,000 times on Thursday, and I have video proof of such with Alley Catch literally saying his name.
Right.
So, love you, KJ.
But.
So, actually, one of the podcasts that we've collaborated with, Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast, wow. They are down near Booker T's wrestling promotion, and they actually go to it all the time.
Yeah, they're out of Houston. That's why or Reality Wrestling. That's what it was.
Reality of Wrestling. I was just trying to look it up.
They had Zilla and everything on there of like, my name is Zilla Montana. You mimic my father.
You mimic my father. Prepare to get Samoan spiked.
But Vegeta saying Tay and Anna Jay's outfits were god tier. Fair enough. I expected one of Toxic Traction to win, as did I. I wanted Gigi to win. Gigi and JC fell off as a team since Manny decided. It wasn't that website. It was a different one. It was, Manny Fans or whatever it was. Mello called himself generational talent like MJF. Well, because he kind of is, honestly. He's another, I keep using the term, but he's a blue chip prospect. If that guy should have been on the main roster by now, regardless of NXT run, all of that.
Now that we're getting a, I guess, promo for Bayley and Becky, Bayley needs to win some effing matches for me to believe in her again. I don't know about you.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
All right, you just put me on another path, so once you're done with your comment, I got to talk about that now, too.
No, you're fine, but it's one of those of, I don't know how I feel so much that they're focusing heavy on you're not even good enough for your husband and all of that, they're trying to make it seem like infidelity. But, so, folks, we are setting up right now. The cage is being lowered. We've got the main event of NXT Vengeance Day coming up next. We've got Braun Breaker versus Grayson Waller for the
Get your picks in.
Who you taking? Let us know and why. Go ahead, sir.
I'm going to go Grayson.
Okay, fair enough. I thought you were going on with the Joe Henry point. But
oh, no, I'll talk about that in a second. I'm just getting my pick in.
Got you. But I do want to say, and I know you touched on it. Well, you felt earlier that you don't really get the hype. You don't get this and that with Grayson Waller, even though you just picked him. But to me,
I picked him because I think Braun's going to the main roster.
Okay. See, so then I don't take Braun, but I almost wanted to take Grayson because I feel like this feud has put Grayson Waller on the fucking map. Not the AJ Styles shit, none of that. This has proven what Grayson Waller can actually do. This has turned a lot of people on Grayson Waller from the point of he's cutting promos and he's, just getting over as a smarmy heel to where he did the Bret Hart Goldberg spot of, I'm wearing the flak jacket, so when you spear me, you're KO'd and I'm good. It's just I could see him winning, and like you said, if Braun moves up, but I feel like
I think Braun's been champion for a while, and he's booked as a babyface. Yes,
right.
It's time for a heel champion. That's all it is.
Right, but I feel like I've been calling Braun going up to the main roster for a hot minute, and it's just never.
It's WrestleMania season, baby.
But if you move Braun up, you have to do something with him now. Like, what do you do with him going into WrestleMania?
He beats Austin Theory for the United States title.
No, because that's You Can't See Me. That's the 2020. That's the 2K23 match. Right.
You don't need a title for that.
Buy the video game.
You don't need a title for that.
So you think that before we get to WrestleMania, Braun Breaker loses the NXT title.
I'm not saying it's 100%.
Let me finish. Beats Austin Theory for the U.S. title.
Typical Cornette fan.
Fuck you. And then we still get Austin Theory versus John Cena at WrestleMania. So then what does Braun do at Mania?
I haven't gotten that far. No, I think I would say Braun debuts either at Mania or after WrestleMania.
Oddly enough, he was my long distance, like when this whole kind of bloodline faction storyline was kicking off, he was my long distance shout of he's the one that takes the title off of Roman. Was Braun Breaker.
I mean, if Vince was still in charge, I'd say yes.
Well, at the time he was.
That's what I'm saying. If Vince was still in charge, yeah, he would get hot-shotted to the point where it wouldn't make sense why he would take the title off of Roman.
It makes sense just because he's a Steiner, goddammit. He's got a 33.3% chance of winning.
But his name is Braun Breaker.
My name is Rex Steiner.
But my name is Braun Breaker. Oh, look at him coming out! Yes, he's got the chainmail on! Let's go! Right. You got a 33 1/3 chance, Braun!
Man, fucking me up on his intro.
Alright, I'm a Grayson Waller mark. Let's go.
Braun, you got a 33 1/3% chance to beat me.
It's not even his dad, it's his uncle. I love it.
Right, but let's be honest. Who's more entertaining, Rick or Scott?
Scott Steiner, 100%.
Boo! I swear those.
And who does Braun act like though? He cuts a promo like Scott.
Yeah, you couldn't tell me that wasn't Scott's kid, honestly.
Right.
He's got all the doppelgangers of blonde women and a little bit of the bubbly.
Okay, you come out with the chainmail head and you don't go.
Yeah.
Come on!
With the siren and shit, I would have fully...
I'm not saying he needs the entrance music, but come on.
I would at least you started off with the siren and everything.
That would be pretty awesome.
And then you come out and do that, and as you do
okay, I will say right now, I will give Grayson Waller props for coming out with the Scott Steiner chainmail.
It's so... It's like an amalgamation of everything.
Okay.
A little bit of the bubbly. We've got...
Now, hold on.
Randomly, he's got kicks on a fucking pillow that are getting paraded around the ring. Oh, one shoe. Sorry, not even full case, just one.
So
shoe.
if he's going to come out in the Scott Steiner chainmail, he has to hit a Frankensteiner on Braun Breaker. He has to.
You just mean like a poison rana and everything. It's a
Frankensteiner.
It's a Frankensteiner. Goddammit. You guys always know that's what we try for, Caleb.
Hey man, man, that is the best part.
Up, man.
Kayla, thank you.
So the most not man name ever.
Here is my favorite thing. Oh, he's got the siren!
Grayson Waller for president.
Let's go!
Braun Breaker for the win. See, Braun Breaker taking the point ahead looks smart. They cut to a fan that's right there at ringside, right beside him. That's just like nope.
So here's what should have happened. If he came out in the chainmail, Braun should have came out in the wrestling headgear.
Oh.
Or a Michigan jacket.
Come out in a Michigan jacket with the fucking
dog face gremlin, baby.
Well, and that's what they already played into with the fact that we had Chucky going at
right.
Breaker. But absolutely, folks, we're about to kick off with the main event of NXT Vengeance Day. So give us your predictions in the chat if you haven't done so already. Grayson Waller, Braun Breaker, NXT Championship. Who you taking?
Here's what I'll say to respond to the people saying we're funny. I really do appreciate that. I like give me all the feedback because I love knowing that we can be entertaining. And for me, wrestling has always been more fun when I can watch it with other people. And I know for everybody that is not always possible. You know, I have very many nights where I'm sitting here watching wrestling by myself. But I never have to do that because of these guys right here.
I was gonna say,
and it's awesome.
Literally, my tale to glory here and everything. Oh, and we've got the Ric Flair strut from Grayson Waller. But no, that's how I found the channel. That's how I ended up on the channel. That's why we're Channel 4 fans, by fans, and everything like that. We're the alternative commentary that you need in your life when you're sick of listening to Kevin Patrick or Charlotte with her fucking terrible intro and all of that.
God love Kevin. I will say this: Kevin Patrick is probably the nicest guy in the world, but
you can be nice. You can still suck at your job.
He fucking kills me, dude. Go back to interviewing people, please.
I was going to say, I've literally had people saying I should apply to WWE for commentary. I'm like, no, they have media degrees and shit.
Dude,
I'm just jackass and talk.
My favorite spot ever was when Vince was still in charge and Kevin Patrick would do the crab walk. If he was taller than one of the talent, he would crab walk up to him so he was shorter.
It was him and Todd Phillips. They both had to be on the squatty.
Did you ever see it when they would do that? It was awesome.
Oh yeah,
they would do They do this. They do.
Yeah, split leg all the way to
It was the greatest thing ever.
But no, absolutely. We are the wrestling buddies you can't get in real life. We're literally your homies over there sitting on the couch just talking that shit. So,
and I will say this right now. Dead World Order Podcast, that account on Instagram is run by me. On Twitter, it's run by my co-host, Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. We are literally always open to talking to people about wrestling. So if you ever just want to chat about wrestling, you want to share a ridiculous fantasy booking, go right ahead. I love talking about wrestling with people. It's my favorite thing to do. DMs are always open. By all means, Nick can tell you, me and him talk about this shit every single day. I would say at least 50%, if not more, of the day. We talk all the time about wrestling. If you ever are feeling like, man, I really want to talk about this, hit us up. Absolutely. We're always open.
Hold on. I got fucking someone didn't throw that. Oh, there it is. The socials are going right there, on the bottom scroll and everything like that, by the way. But absolutely, my guy. Yeah, no, we're literally sitting there fucking sharing memes back and forth.
Simpsons wrestling memes are goated, by the way.
Oh, well. When you get to a certain vintage of you combine the Simpsons with pro wrestling, and it's just like childhood right there.
Dude, I started rewatching the Simpsons just because of all the memes we were sharing. I watched the episode last night where him and Ned become best friends. The I Love Ned Flanders, where he has the Nacho Man hat. Nacho Man.
Feels like I'm
I want to be.
Nothing at all. Grayson Waller has the worst finishing move. I absolutely hate his. Yeah. So, what do you feel about his finishing move to where he's got to pop outside the ring? How is he going to hit it now? If he's in the cage, he's locked up. He can't hit it. He's got to run outside the ring and get momentum.
Is it the one where he jumps in and rolls and hits like a pop-up stunner?
It's fucking
stupid. So here's what I'll say. There are a lot of moves like that where it's extra. It looks cool, but does it actually add anything to the move? Like Jay Lethal's Lethal Injection. It's a cool cutter, but does the handspring actually add anything to it? No. You know what I mean? Those are the moves that kind of drive me nuts because I'm like, it looks cool, but you're doing a bunch of extra shit for no reason.
Looking at you, Young Bucks. Looking at you.
The Young Bucks are the greatest tag team on planet Earth.
You know that's a fucking lie, and you couldn't even hold yourself through that fucking.
Dude, you see who's on my wall right here? You know I'm lying.
All right, you play Simpsons wrestling game. There's so many fucking.
You know I got FTR up here on the Wall of Honor, and they are my favorite tag team. You already know.
I have not played the Simpsons wrestling game, but I have played Backyard Wrestling and everything. That's how I knew about like Necro Butcher and Madman Pondo and shit like that. Oh, Waller.
So you're talking about like the ICP wrestling games?
Yeah. Well, someone was asking if because we mentioned the Simpsons wrestling games if we.
I played the Simpsons wrestling. Probably twice in my life. I remember a buddy of mine had it, but he wasn't like a buddy for long type thing. But I do remember playing it, and it was amazing. So I saw that. My favorite tag team was the Briscoes. So that's why 2022 was one of my favorite years of wrestling ever, because that trilogy that they put on were three of my all-time favorite tag team matches. I mean, I named my brand new puppy Briscoe, for crap's sake. Like, those guys, I mean, right next to each other, man.
Right.
FTR and Briscoes. Those guys, you want to talk about matches I will go back and watch over and over and over again. That trilogy they put on, I mean, we've said it before, like, Jay passing was so freaking tragic, it's ridiculous, but going out on that note, I mean, what a legacy they left. I mean, just imagine what else could have been done, you know. I'm not going to go into that too much because I'm going to start getting emotional, but you know what I'm saying.
No, we're good. But right now, Grayson Waller going for the pin for a 2 count. I used to watch pay-per-views with my brother on Skype, but he kept falling asleep, so I switched to you guys. Absolutely. Yes. I guess shout out.
I ain't falling asleep, I'll tell you that right now.
You should tell even your narcoleptic brother and everything.
Yeah.
Covered anything and everything.
Tell your Mr. Bean from Rat Race brother, quit falling asleep, watch the Wrestling for Life Network and the DWO podcast. We're always a good time.
Why?
What?
Oh, splash from Waller on a breaker into the cage there. Do you like that it's the gray kind of modern cage versus, well, we've had at times the red cage, and then before we had the blue and black bar
I
cage.
personally hate the red cage.
The red cage is bullshit.
I hate it.
It's hard to look at.
It's distracting.
It's painful on the eyes here.
It makes, in my head, it makes everything they do seem less painful because I know that the steel is painted. So in my head, it's less painful.
So the paint is like
the paint acts as a buffer.
Fair enough.
When Michael Cole says grinding his head into the steel, no, you're grinding your head into painted steel. There's a buffer there.
It might be a millimeter, but it's a buffer.
Buffer's a buffer.
And not Bruce or Michael. But Waller up right now on the top rope. Now, do we get this spot to where we get Braun spears Waller through the cage? And Hurricane Rana. Frankenstein.
Hurricane Rana! Scott Steiner is driving to your house right now to show you what a Frankensteiner is. See, Booker T just called it a Frankensteiner.
Right, well, because like I said, now I'm worried Scott's going to show up at my doorstep. What you say, you fat ass? But do we get the spot to where Braun spears Waller through the cage, and that's how Waller wins, a la Roman Brock?
I think it's possible. Ooh. Knee to the face.
But Damian, well, that was actually the rare occurrence of the black cage of when you had Paul White at that time before it was the Big Show show up and Huck Austin through it for the win. So maybe we get something similar like that tonight. See, Frankensteiner. So I'm out of the loop here. I'm the one with the wrong call. Oh, what the? This man sat there and did like an NBA dunk of an elbow drop. Steiner going to call everyone fat. Yes. Oh, and now we're getting the Andre tied up in the rope spot.
So here's what I'm thinking. Braun spears Waller through the cage, but it doesn't end the match. It just opens up Waller to be able to run out and do his dumbass finish.
But then he's escaped the cage. Then he's out. Then he wins. That's the
but what if the ref's like ref bump?
I'll allow it.
Ref bump. Ref's out. If that happens, fucking sign me, WWE. Holy shit.
If that happens, fucking cancel WWE. Fucking cancel NXT. Fuck are you talking about? Sign me. Fucking cancel NXT.
No, I'm just getting into I'm getting into the mind. I'm getting into the we're live, pal mind.
And Braun's miraculously the one and only man that's managed to personally unhinge himself from the tied up in the rope spot.
How does he do that? I'll tell you.
Steiner strength.
It's got to be.
It's that Steiner genetics. And now he's just taken Waller from pillar to post against the cage here. Braun just instantly, I get why he's on NXT and I get why he's NXT champ and everything, but he just instantly looks like a guy that's ready-made, built for the main roster.
He is. He 1,000% is.
Did you like Chris Jericho versus Edge steel cage match? Damien, that's a random ass steel cage match to go through there.
What was it? Jericho versus Edge?
Jericho.
Dude, I don't even remember that.
I know.
When was that?
And I know I tend to be good on my wrestling Rolodex here and everything, but for fuck's sake.
I mean, I'm a fair. I mean, Michael, my co-host, Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin, will tell you I am the wrestling encyclopedia of our show, and I don't. That's a really niche cage match there. Please give me a show and year, please, so I can look it up.
Show your work here, folks. Show your work.
Show your work. What do you...
They have cage matches are a dime a dozen. Now it's interesting that we're actually getting this cage match, but on Raw 30 we didn't actually get the cage match between.
How about are we actually going to get the cage match next week?
We'll see. Bailey and Becky better be taking notes. As we're getting a Waller chin, honestly, right now. Oh, he's looking up. So are we going to get the... And that was still... we were live watching that, and when this man just fucked his elbow all the way up. And I mean, he broke everything.
Oh, he's going all the way up.
Everything.
All the way up.
The ladder.
All the way up.
Now just climb out. What
a moment!
Crossbody into a spear. You watch.
Yep.
Because Braun's sitting there looking at him. And he's just, I immediately regret my decision. Climb down, just fucking top.
That's very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I effing hate the fact that you can win a cage match by escaping. I hate it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of like, I'm so mad at you, I'm going to win a match where I can run away from you and win. What?
One of the worst spots in wrestling is the door, running out of the door spot. I hate it.
It's spear. It's the dropping down, and the straps are off like a chick at a titty bar. The straps are off. It's like the spots where someone's climbing down the side of the cage, and it's the beat the clock between them dropping and out the door.
Yep. I actually watched that happen in an indie show. It was more exciting at the indie show.
So, look at me!
I played for the Baltimore Ravens, you son of a bitch!
I fucking got that. Honestly, that's something that needs to fucking happen somewhere, and I wish Madden could get their shit together and I could really play it that well, but thanks EA for fucking up 2023. But
I was just given a nickname.
Oh, not a spear.
Wow, he took him halfway across the ring with that.
Sorry, what?
Braun Breaker wins.
What the fuck was that finish?
Wow.
That half-ass and a half there.
Snooze.
We had a suplex into what? You want to talk trash now? And then he hits a spear. And why are you getting emotional? Oh, did he separate his shoulder? He might have, because the ref was going to raise his left arm.
Yeah,
and
he was like, nah.
Don't do that. And he's tearing up. So he might have separated his shoulder.
That was a very... I wonder if he separated it before the spear. That might have been a audible finish.
He separated it maybe on the superplex there.
Possible.
That's definitely, at this point, that's a separated shoulder. He's not raising his arm. He's tearing up. He's literally looking right at it. It's slumped down lower. No, because he's unless it's
he's good there.
Takes the straps off, so it's got to be the spear. This is my dog pound. I run NXT.
Easy, Roman.
All right, Roman with his big dog might have something to say about that. That was a flat-ass finish, though. Oh, but he's getting the Wardlow spot of climbing the cage with the belt.
But he bounced.
Wardlow can do, I can do better.
But he bounced off the ropes. It's a better spear. Oh, he's holding it up with that arm.
Oh, Carmelo!
Let's go, Mello!
Carmelo's taking that belt. Carmelo's taking that belt, saying, "Let me have that."
So I just got trademarked the moniker of Wrasslin Rain Man with the like being an encyclopedia and knowing wrestling history. Wrasslin Rain Man. You can't steal it. It's here on record. If you ever use the term, I will sue the pants off of you.
Now I can think of it,
Or do we have a Wrasslin Rain Man on a pole match? Big Nick versus Big Rig.
Pause. But folks, so that does it for
Let's go
NXT Vengeance Day. You had Carmelo walking out as we had Braun Breaker try to do the Wardlow spot of holding up the championship and everything like that on the top of the cage. So give us your ratings. Let us know what you thought. Let us know what you're feeling for NXT Vengeance Day, the first premium live event for NXT in quite a while. How did you feel about the night, sir? I know I kind of, I had to creep in the back door here and, might have thrown some things off. So I apologize for that. But
I know you're good. I give it a 7 out of 10. It was solid. It wasn't. I think my expectations were a little higher for it. I thought that main event was going to be better. I think Apollo versus Mello was definitely. Well, actually, I don't know. It might be between that and Dijak and Wesley for match of the night.
Really?
Because Dijak and Wesley was a lot of near falls and like really well kicked out of near falls.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Yeah, kick out of 2.99. Yeah.
Kick out of the finisher. Yeah, do it. You can the title. Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about Wesley and Dijak was the run-in spot from Tony D, which you'll see.
Fair enough. So I'm going to be a bit harsher here and everything, and I know you were joking with me calling it earlier. Mid of this to me. I expected more out of the Carmelo Hayes Apollo Crews match. I was very thrown off that it was two clean pins clean falls right in a row for Carmelo. The women's match was all right. It was a pretty good match. It was not the best match. That cage match was not as great as I thought it could have been. That
cage match was a snooze fest to me.
It seemed like a rushed finish. It seemed like you were building up for Grayson Waller, and then literally he just hit the. It was a Roman Reigns 2015 to 2017 match of.
Yep.
He just hits the spear and wins. Lol. To me, the best match of the night was the tag match. Honestly, I feel of the Fatal 4-Way that was to me the surprise breakout best match. So I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10. If it was mid.
I would go. I'd go 6.
Well,
really, because now that I think about that main event was a real letdown compared to what I thought it was going to be. I wasn't super happy with the 2 clean falls in Apollo and Hayes. And I think that's just me wanting it to be I'm so used to an AEW New Japan 2 out of 3 falls match where they go for ever.
It's actually 2 out of 3 falls instead of just I beat your ass twice. As I've got,
because where in my where I'm at there, where does Apollo go from here? You know what I mean?
Main event. And I don't
mean
the main event. I mean the main event show.
I don't know. I felt like there was a lot of whoa, look at this Twitter, Instagram clip of what happened at Vengeance Day rather than it was a lot of on the surface flash rather than substance.
But see, I don't even think you got any of that really unless I missed.
No. By WWE standards, they have we have new tag champions. We have they have shit that they can throw out there that's oh, wow, that's new. Whereas as a wrestling fan, you're like, that's dumb.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough. But so, Dave, first 6 out of 10 from Smile Mark.
I'll go 6.
Sign me up, Carmelo Hayes versus Braun Breaker for the NXT Championship at Stand and Deliver. That's going to be a banger. Absolutely, I think Carmelo Hayes wins that. 8 out of 10. 6 again because no Zoe Stark sucks big time. Wow.
I agree with Steve.
Dale with a 7. It was more hype, raw. Nothing made me pop. Few good spots. Nothing really exciting. Fair enough.
Yeah.
He made him tap out first. Yes, I get it was too.
I love that. I was like, I feel like one of these is going to be a submission, and then he tapped out like 3 seconds later.
Right.
I'm the smartest man alive.
The POE on Peacock, my final grade is a well-deserved 7.5 out of 10. Ooh. Little high.
Here's the thing. I will go back to this. I'm not going to disagree with anybody because wrestling's subjective. For some people, this could have been a 10 out of 10 show. It's just what you like, you know?
Well, no, sometimes shit's just bad.
Well, shit's just bad to you. There's other people that think the sun shines out of Chris Jericho's beehole and thinks everything he does is good. And I'm sure there's people out there that think the sun shines out of Jeff Jarrett's beehole and thinks everything he does is good. Whereas we're like, please get the F off my television. You know what I mean? Like, it's...
I get it. I was joking.
Now, granted, there are a few instances that are, if you like that, I question your sanity a little bit. Or, well, I wouldn't even say sanity. I would just question your thought process on wrestling and how you're a fan. But that's very few instances for me.
Fair enough.
98% of the time, it's subjective.
What? 4 out of 10 from Mike.
Ooh! Rough.
Well, even going lower than me, and I thought, he's outdoing me like this is Price is Right and everything. Braun Breaker is a good wrestler. Looks like his dad and uncle, but he wrestles like Goldberg. Well, yeah, a little bit.
I think he's a little. He does. He does
like
more than Goldberg.
Style of Goldberg kind of wrestled the Steiner style. Small Mark agreeing with me of women's tag match, best match to me. Again, see, as soon as you said this, I knew somebody was going to do this. Chris with a fucking 10 out of 10 for tonight. But
that's a troll comment right there. So here's where I'll say this.
Yes, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Give your final thoughts first because I just brain farted.
No, you're good because I'm wrapping the show, so go ahead.
Okay.
I'll just talk until you come up with it. But Absolutely, folks, that was NXT Vengeance Day. I feel a little bit of a underwhelming big show, big event, premium live event for NXT. Very much felt more of that special Tuesday night kind of show than the whole spectacle that they gave. Granted, the entrances and everything like that were great. There was some great moments. There was some great matches. Like I said, the NXT Tag Team Championship to me was the best match of the night. But there was a lot that was kind of more, you can miss me with that of, all right, so we're just kind of rehash of just, there was a lot of potential and not enough execution, I feel.
And I'm going to honestly agree with you almost 100% on that, where it was, they could have done that at the Performance Center, and it would have been,
I do like
the
that
same
they're touring,
thing.
By the way, though. I do like that they're...
Well, I that's the thing, though, is what I'm saying is the fact that this is their first time back in a bigger venue, and that's what they came up with. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And maybe I'm biased because I remember the, TakeOver Brooklyn 2 with DIY versus Revival and, Brooklyn with Bailey versus Sasha and all that. But I'm not saying it has to equal that, but that's the whole point of, like, you guys are in this little building every single week. You're out in front of a huge crowd. And this isn't a shot on the talent. This is a shot on the booking. Like, you got to bring it when you go out like that.
I almost feel like they hadn't done it so long, they forgot how to do it.
That's possible. I mean, and the other thing is it's not trips anymore. I mean, as much as we want it to be, it is.
I skipped Paul London's return for this. Roxanne Perez with the MVP of Vengeance Day. Fair enough. Actually, that's something we should fucking shout out and start doing. So, your MVP of the night.
Yeah, I would. I honestly, if I'm gonna give my match of the night, I'm gonna say the women's triple threat.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, in terms of what I enjoyed, I'm not saying like the NXT tag match was awesome, but a match like that for me, there's too much going on for me to really say like that's my standout match of the night. You know what I mean? Like it's Fair just enough. There's too much going on. I liked the finish and I liked who won. But I liked I would say like the best storytelling and everything was the women's triple threat, because I think it sets up something cool down the line with JC and Gigi.
Fair enough. I can see that.
I can't really give like a talent MVP because there wasn't one that I was like, God, they carried that.
What would Brian Boitano do if he was here right now?
Yeah, I mean Brian Boitano, obviously.
Pretty Deadly. The
I don't know. I mean,
the tag team match together.
You know what? MVP Thea Hale.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. You can have that. So on that note, folks, I will remind everybody that was NXT Vengeance Day. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. That is Big Rig from the Dad World Order. We are here covering anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe, all of that. We might still pop up on a Sunday night or a Sunday afternoon, what have you, depending, everything. Still talking about that. But absolutely, I know for a fact we will be here on Monday Night Raw because we just keep rolling, folks. So absolutely tell everybody that you know that likes pro wrestling, that just wants to hang out with some buddies and everything like that, like you were talking to earlier of everything, of we're just a good time to fucking hang out and shoot the shit with and everything. So absolutely, folks, be your friend, tell a friend. Hope you having good on a Saturday night. Our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, you better put that for life with it. You gonna get
Top
your
dads out.